bourbon. When the economy gets weak, people buy boats, motorcycles, and bourbon. So here is a winning investor strategy. Buy your bourbon from one of the lake's great restaurants and bars, and buy your boats and motorcycles from Cerdak Yamaha of Lake of the Ozarks today, before we run out again. If boat and wave runner rental is more your style, we just received a brand new fleet of G3 pontoons, wave runners, and Four Winds boats. Visit CerdikBoatRental.com.
You ride on a reputation at Gary Cerdak. You ride on a reputation. You ride on a reputation.
It's not called a farm won't or a farm can't. It's the Case IH Farm All Series, and it's available now at Crown Power and Equipment. And instead of telling you that the Case IH Farm All can do baling, mowing, pulling, raking, and digging, we'll just give you the list of things it won't do. Ready? Nothing. Get your Case IH Farm All Series today at Crown Power and Equipment and find out why Can Do comes in red. Crown Power and Equipment. Passion, power, performance. Find a location near you at crown-power.com.
When your vehicle is so dirty, your kids are writing "Wash me, please" on it, it's time to visit Auto Spa Car Wash. When it seems the remnants of the entire population of grasshoppers reside on your windshield, it's time to visit Auto Spa Car Wash. Auto Spa Car Wash offers superb touchless drive-through bays and do-it-yourself bays. Auto Spa Car Wash is located on Highway 42 in Osage Beach, across from Lowe's.
Back here at School of the Osage as the Indians get set to take on the Pintos of California. It is your Winter Shelton Real Estate Group pregame show live from the Kelly's Port Marina press box here at Osage High School football field. I am Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us. And again, as we've been all season and will continue to be, we are live at MoSportZone.com and on YouTube at MoSportZone. You can follow along the game tonight live, synced up with this broadcast each and every week for the Indians. Osage last week coming off a big win, their first win of the season, riding the ship 1-3 now after a 37-12 win over the rival Eldon Mustangs, Steve.
Yeah, 1-3 doesn't sound great, right? But it feels so much better when you think of that big win we had against Eldon for sure. A great big momentum builder. And then you look at the record of the California Pintos, 2-2, which seems so much better than 1-3, but they're coming off two tough losses. They had an overtime loss to Southern Boone, 20-27, and last week their opponent was Blair Oaks, and they lost 69-0. So, boy, they are hungry for a win here and looking to build some momentum here as they come to take on the Indians.
Of course, Osage picked up the victory last season. This was win number 2 as Osage reeled off 7 straight through conference play into postseason play. So California looking to get one back after falling to the Indians last season. Osage looking to keep their momentum going tonight. That two-headed rushing attack between Jason Colonius and Aiden Williams was what loomed large over the Mustangs last week. We kind of expected Aiden Williams to have the big night, but it was Colonius who came out of the gate, trouncing his total yardage for the season in one game, over 150 yards for Colonius, and Williams was right there just a smidge under 150 himself, so right around 300 total yards rushing for the Indians last week. They got it done with the ground game.
Yeah, I look forward to seeing who's going to come out tonight. You know, hey, we got to have one of them. It'd be great to have them both, but our whole entire offense keys off that, just a successful rushing game. You know, I would expect everything that the Pintos are going to do is going to be keyed off stopping Williams, as we've seen every opponent do. It seems like Williams' success has come later in the game, in the third and the fourth quarter, as he just kind of worn teams down. But regardless of whether, you know, I would think the Pintos got to plan a little bit for Colonius as well. But again, if we can't have them both, we got to have one, because what that does is we've seen, you know, we haven't depended upon the pass to sustain drives, but we've used that pass to surprise teams. Certainly we saw that last week in Eldon, as did Kimmery get 2 touchdown catches over the top there.
Yeah.
You know, they were keying off that run, and we just threw it over the top. got the easy 6.
Yeah, Trusty only went to the air a few times, 2 completions only last week. They both went for touchdowns and both went to Kimry on pretty much the same play. Offensively, the Indians were clicking. On the defensive side, it was 3, but we're going to go ahead and call it 4 with the fake punt situation with the Mustangs. 4 turnovers forced by the Osage defense last week. Then the points off of those turnovers, again, a major factor in Osage bringing home the victory last week. You hope to continue that trend here tonight against what will likely be a much more physical team in the California Pintos.
Yeah, you talk about when you get to have 4 more possessions, basically, 4 more chances to score than the other team, that's always going to work in your favor. And Eldon's just kicking themselves all week because of that. They just really made things easier for us. Anytime you can win that turnover game, it's going to help you at the end of the night.
And then talking about the complete game, you and I have kind of harped on it throughout the course of the last couple games, but the field position battle and how Kimry punting and these kickoffs that Osage has been putting into action, the field position game has been a big part of what's helped the Indians put some points on the board the last couple weeks. They used the field position game a couple weeks ago right here at School of the Osage against the number 1 ranked team in Class 3 in Blair Oaks and wound up putting 14 points on the board through the use of those special teams and getting short fields. You love to see all 3 facets come together, and it did last week. You hope to continue here tonight with all 3 parts of the game.
Hey, now there's a name that if you had asked me at the beginning of the season, I would have been surprised. We've said the name John Kimry so much so far. He has really been a key to their success, and I think that continues tonight, and I think that's key for defense, okay, as the Pintos come to town running this option, right, where you just have to be disciplined at every position, and Kimry plays that end position. He's going to have to make really good decisions as that quarterback's making the decision to either keep the ball or flip it out there to the tailback. That's all about how Kimry responds. He's got to be disciplined. He's got to stay home. He's got to make good decisions there. We'll see how it goes.
The next to last home game for the season here tonight, with next week being the final home game of the season and also homecoming. The Indians will take on the Indians from Hallsville with the homecoming parade taking place on Monday. We'll have the broadcast for you right here live next Friday night, as well as on MoSportsZone.com and on YouTube at MoSportsZone. Earlier today, Coach Jolly came into the studio, sat down, and talked about tonight's matchup against the Pintos and moving forward. Justin, let's listen to that.
Time now for the coach's interview with the head coach of the Osage Indians, Shannon Jolly. And, Coach, coming off a big win last week against the Eldon Mustangs. Congratulations.
Well, thanks, Denny. I'll tell you what, much needed. Our kids have worked their butts off for 3 weeks. I know the scoreboards didn't pay the bills the first 3 weeks, but having them put it together in week 4 was pretty awesome.
Any changes you made last week that we weren't aware of?
No, I think most people around our program know that those first 3 opponents were pretty good football teams, and when you play teams like that, some things aren't as easy to see. So and no disrespect to Eldon, the talent level is a little different on Friday night for us and what we've seen in the first 3 weeks. So I think some of the things that we've been doing well showed up a little bit bigger.
Your folks down the road at Camdenton said that early in the season. They're saying if they're going to play better talent, they're going to get a lot better. That's how you improve a football team.
Yeah, and I think it's hard earlier in your career. You want to win and make sure that you're putting those wins up to justify what you're trying to do. But, at this stage, you kind of older and wiser, you understand that if you can weather the storm and your people involved in your program understand what you're doing, I think the benefit is greater towards the end when you play a heavy schedule at the beginning.
Okay, on to this week. Pintos coming to town. Are you going there? What's the game at?
It's at home tonight.
It's at home tonight, so it should be a good crowd. Get everybody fired up and come out and support the Osage Indians. What do you know about the Pintos?
Well, they've got a new coach. I think they went through 3 or 4 coaches in the last 5 years, which always creates a little bit of inconsistency. But on our part, it creates a little bit of uncertainty about for sure what they're going to do. We've seen some stuff, but with a new coach, he's just trying to put his stuff in and put his mark. So they're a triple option team on offense, which always, you want to be make sure you play assignment football. But, I think we match up well, and if our kids play hard, I think it'll be a good football game.
Any closing thoughts before tonight's game, Coach?
Well, Kyle, we got our youth football night tonight with all of our kids, and I tell you, Denny, since I've been back, it's been pretty cool. We've got including our varsity team down to our flag football kids. We've got over 250 kids involved in football at our school, and that's pretty cool. And I'm telling you what, the guys that are leading those youth programs are outstanding, and that's going in a great direction. And they'll be all there tonight celebrating.
Well, that's what builds the program is when you get the numbers, Coach. Congratulations on getting all those kids out tonight. I'm sure they'll be fired up tonight for your game against the California Pintos. We'll have it for you next, right here on Cool 102.7 Sports and MoSportsZone.com.
The one-stop shop for all of your sporting goods and recreation needs, Jack's Sporting Goods, a proud sponsor of Camdenton Laker and Osage Indians football. Find your athletic and outdoor gear conveniently located in one place. Jack's has end-of-summer deals on lake toys, fishing, and athletic supplies. And don't forget, Jack's Sporting Goods has the best screen printing prices for your team or business. Jack's 70-year tradition and customer service will give you confidence when you take your next adventure. Look them up online and on Facebook.
At Oakstar Bank, you'll hear the word serve often. The Oakstar team's commitment to serve means they're fully invested in the communities they're located in. When you see them supporting events or volunteering around town, you know the passion that motivates them to be invested in the community is the same passion that drives them to be the best community bank. Oakstar Bank is a proud sponsor of the Camdenton Lakers and the Osage Indians. Go teams! Oakstar Bank is a member FDIC equal housing lender.
No pressure, low prices.
Hi, this is Jason at Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton. Hewlett has been serving the Lake area for over 54 years, and we're proud to offer the lowest prices combined with a friendly, no-pressure environment. We are proud to offer our price match guarantee. You can buy locally without all the hassles and pressures of a big dealer, but still be confident you're getting the lowest prices on your purchase. I invite you to come experience the Hewlett difference today. Hewlett Chevrolet Buick GMC in Camdenton.
No pressure, low prices. That's the way we do it. Shop Hewlett.
ShopHewlett.com. Trust, integrity, stability, and longevity. Those are the anchors Matt Shrimp and Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Lake Ozark Realty represent. Alumni and proud supporter of Osage Indian football, Matt Shrimp and the Berkshire Hathaway team bring 20 years experience, specializing in luxury real estate and commercial property. The Forever brand. Matt Shrimp and Berkshire Hathaway. See more at luxurylakehome.com and yourlakeagent.com.
Back here at Osage High School, getting set for the Pintos and the Indians to go at it here tonight. Friday night football at School of the Osage, and we just saw the Duncan Diamond and Fine Jewelry coin toss. The Indians will be receiving first tonight and putting the offense on the field. Osage coming off a 37-12 win last week over the Mustangs. California, a long lineage of a lot of success from the Pintos, and they've kind of fallen by the wayside the last few years. They've been looking to right the ship. A new first-year coach under the helm, and he's looking to get things going in the right direction. Osage coming into tonight 1-3, looking to build off that momentum from last week's win and kind of mirror the results from last season, where after an 0-3 start, Osage pulled off 7 straight victories heading into postseason play.
Hey, who would you guess, over the last 15 years, these two going at it, has the better record?
Like against each other?
Against each other,
okay,
yeah, against each other.
I'd say Osage maybe.
Osage by a game.
Is
8-7.
That's probably close.
And that's all that Misha provided, so I don't know.
That's it, huh?
Yeah.
You don't do a lot of digging. It's just whatever's there on the surface level, we
What
take.
number do you have, huh?
573. Indians set to receive as California gets ready to kick off. And that, Steve, listen, if you're watching along at home on MoSportsZone.com, you're probably going to agree that's the biggest kicker I've seen in high school sports. That's a big kicker. Max Blecky Ferreira.
What do we know about Max?
I know that he's a lineman.
He's a lineman
on
kicking
offense
the ball.
and defense, and he is kicking off here tonight.
Who says those linemen aren't athletes?
And he is a lefty. And the kick is up and away. DePay will field it cleanly at the 18, and this one is officially underway. Nice little wedge for DePay up the middle and past the 35 to about the 36. That's where the Indians will take over for the first time tonight as we are underway here in the first quarter. Brought to you by Oakstar Bank. Want to thank Cool 102.7 and Jack Sporting Good for that coach's interview with Coach Jolly earlier. And the Indians will look to get things going in the right direction here with the first possession of the night.
Well, they surprised us last week, just by keying off Colonius right off the bat. Didn't even really go to Williams in those first few plays. We'll see what they do here. California's got to be ready for whatever.
Trusty back in the pistol. Colonius next to him. Williams behind him. First down for the Indians. High snap, quick handoff to Williams. Yards after contact, going to be all of them, all 5. He was hit at the line of scrimmage and then just kept the legs churning. That's what we've seen Williams do all season. Sets up 2nd and 5 at the 42. And I fully expect Colonius or Williams to get this handoff. And it's going to be Colonius going to the left side. He's going to get about a yard and a half before being brought down. Not a lot doing in that gap over there. First big play of the night here, 3rd and short for this Indian offense. First possession of the night. 3rd down and 4 on the 43.
Yeah, we've talked about that, seems like every game, the importance of just establishing success on that 3rd down. Being able to convert your 3rd downs is big, just to building and sustaining drives, establishing some momentum in the game. I fully expect us to run, hand the ball off to somebody. Trusty's going off to the sideline to talk to Coach Jolly a little bit longer here.
Yeah, the referee's taking a timeout. They're talking about some stuff. What do you think they're talking about?
Post-game plans.
No, do you think Wendy's will be open?
It's a little early. Wendy's seems to close early around
here.
Yeah,
they do. There's like, and that's what they're probably talking about. They're like, Wendy's closes early these days. Let's see if we can get it out of here.
What happened to the Sonic we used to have? You know,
this is twice you've mentioned Sonic now. Not a sponsor.
Well, is Wendy's?
That's true. That's true.
We're recruiting, though.
That's right. Yeah,
consider the possibility.
I think so the lead official, I think, has a bit of an injury. I don't know.
He is getting support as he's walking towards the sidelines, kind of gingerly.
I tell you what, we'll take a break and we'll figure out what's going on here. First drive of the night, 3rd down coming up for the Indians. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
The focal point for almost any home is the kitchen. That's where you gather with family and friends. The staff at Cabinetry Pros can make your kitchen, bathroom, or laundry room beautiful and more functional, along with increasing your home's value. They offer products within everyone's budget and can help with remodels or new construction. For more cabinet ideas, visit CabinetryProsLLC.com or visit their showrooms in Sedalia and Lake Ozark.
Back here at Osage High School, a timeout on the first possession as the head referee having an injury of some kind. Not sure if it's leg related or what. Not going to speculate, but a head referee helped off the field, and now this game will have 4 officials tonight.
We got to see the passing of the
ceremonial passing of the white hat. So we'll see if that has a difference tonight. 3rd down and 4 for the Indians. Trusty under center now. There's that quick handoff to Williams right up the middle. He's keeping the legs churning. Not quite enough for a first down, and Coach Jolly going to be given an opportunity to make a big decision here on 4th and 1 right at midfield. Looks like the offense is going to stay out there. Trusty takes the play. It is 4th and short. I expect Trusty to do a hard count here. Try and draw California off sides, and maybe if they don't get it, then Kimry will go ahead and come in and punt it.
Well, he's had some success at that for sure. And you would think California would be ready. We'll see. They've got 7 returning starters. Got some experienced players on the other side of the ball.
No,
we're just doing it.
Yeah, Colonius is going to take it. He's going to be hit, but keeps the legs going. That first contact might have been enough to force a turnover on downs, but Colonius, who kind of got stood up when he got hit, just kept going forward, Steve, picking up that first down. And that is a Serdike Yamaha first down right at midfield, the 50-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Indians.
Well, we'll say it every game. He's just such a complete athlete, such a great footballer, just such a great heart for competition. Just a man, just a young man, just willing his way to that first down marker right here at the mid, 50-yard line here.
Traditional set for the Indians now. Colonius and Williams. There's the pitch out to Williams. He's trying to get to the edge. One man to beat out there. Trying to give him a stiff arm, but picks up about 5 before being knocked out of bounds. Sets up 2nd and 5 once again for the Indians.
Yeah, ripping off that 5-yard chunks on first down, that certainly helps.
Trusty bringing the play in from the sideline. Now Osage in California territory at the 45, 2nd and 5, 9:30 left to go here in the first.
So far, Osage having a pretty good balance between Williams and Colonius, giving both young men their opportunities.
Trusty takes a snap, hands it off to Colonius. He goes to the right side, slips between two defenders, now gets to the edge, breaks a tackle. He's into the secondary, and he's going to be brought down right at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be a Crown Power Equipment red zone off that Surdike Yamaha first down for the Indians. Big run there from Colonius, about 25 yards. Sets up 1st and 10 at the 20. This is considered a red zone trip now. Crown Power and Equipment here in the first quarter, brought to you by Oak Star Bank. Trusty under center, Williams and Colonius. And there is the handoff up the middle to Williams. Nothing doing there. Gets about a yard before being brought down. Sets up 2nd and 9 at the 19. And Osage will continue to stick with this ground game.
I like it. We're going to make them stop him, you know. And I like the balance.
See what Trusty does here on 2nd and 9. Man in motion is Dooley. Pitch goes out to Williams. Gets between some defenders and brought down after 2 hard yards. That'll set up 3rd down and 7 inside the red zone.
First 3rd and long of the night. Got pretty good field position. We'll see if this motivates Coach Dolly to put the ball in the air.
Trusty back in the pistol to pay out wide to the left. Takes a snap. There's a play action looking out to the right. Has a man. Now throws it deep looking for Dooley. And it's going to be picked off in the end zone. Interception from the Pintos. And that's going to be a touchback. California will take over. Tough throw to make there from the quarterback.
Yeah, California really didn't bite on the play action there. That was well defended.
It'll be 1st and 10, California after the turnover on 3rd down from the Indians.
Who was the intended receiver there?
Dooley.
Dooley there, and just kind of put it up there and tried to give both teams a chance to fight for it, but you had 2 Pintos there against Dooley, and that's a tough battle to win.
Now Walker Friedmeier, a wide receiver last season. He runs the offense for the Pintos. He's in the shotgun, 3 receivers outright. There's play action. Now gets it out to his man. Slips by 1 tackle. Now he's hit on the sideline, and he's still making gains, enough to pick up the first down. That's Aiden Bryant, 6'1" senior. We said his name quite a few times last season in this game as well.
Going to spot the ball about, looks like the 40, right? Maybe the 41-yard line.
Yep, 41. Friedmeier using that play action. We saw that work a little bit for Eldon last week in the first half.
Yeah, Osage had such great success at stopping the rush last week. That opened up the opportunities for the passing game. California in that first place saying, hey, we'll try that too.
First run up the middle, a gain of about 7 before being brought down. Sets up 2nd and 3 right near midfield. I believe it was Brooks Volkart with the carry. No, that was Tyler Oden. Seven minutes to go here in the first. Osage defense on the field, 2nd and 3. Friedmeier hands it off. Up the middle they go. Right near the first down marker. Looks like he got enough to get it. So it'll be a first down in Osage territory for the Pintos.
48-yard line there on the other side of the field. Where everything so far going California's way, they're able to get the stop on defense, and now a couple big plays there on offense and getting another first down here. into Osage territory.
1st and 10, 3 receivers out left. Quick throw to Bryant. They're going to ask him to make a move out there. Block on the edge, and he's brought down just past that. Right near the first down marker. Bryant gets the reception and then does the work with his legs. Sets up 2nd and 1.
Well, he's an athletic young man, already kind of making his difference here in this early part of the game.
2nd and 1 for the Pintos. 3 wide receivers out right now for Friedmeier. And the handoff, now trying to run the option. Gets the pitch out. And only one man to beat out there, it's DePay, and he's going to make the tackle. So a very late pitch from Friedmeier to Volkart. We heard Coach Jolly say last week that the triple option that California runs is something that they're going to have to do a lot of research and watch tape on. And right there, that's the first time we see it tonight. And it's all about making the quarterback commit to what he wants to do, Steve. And right there, they made the hit on him, but he was able to get rid of the football and pitch it out to his man. Pick up some yards, enough for the first down to get into the red zone.
Oh, he was, in the grasp of the Osage defender and headed towards the ground. And just as he pitches it out, and honestly, that's just almost the perfect execution of the option.
3 receivers, short side of the field for Friedmeier. Now he's going to hand it off. No, they're going to run the option. He runs right into Kimry, and Kimry's going to bring him down just short of the line of scrimmage. That's going to be a tackle for loss. So Friedmeier, that time they do a good job taking the option pitch away from him, and then Kimry, right place, right time, grabbing the quarterback from behind and bringing him down for a loss in the backfield.
Yeah, I don't know about you, but they tricked me. It's a good thing I wasn't on the field. I was looking at the wrong spot.
I mean, I had said that it was going up the middle, so you were just following what I said.
As always, it's my
biggest weakness.
My place in life. Just follow what Greg says.
That's fine. 2nd and 11. First drive for the Pintos here tonight. Friedmeier, 2 wide receivers out for him. And he's looking to go right with it. Going to throw it up for Bryant. A fight for it in the end zone. And
well, there's a flag on the ground. I don't know really who that. It seems like either player that could be called on.
Yeah, there was a slap fight in the end zone for the football. They're going to call that penalty on the Indians, though.
Lots of contact going down there.
I think it's going to be half the distance to the goal and a first down. Tough assignment to guard Bryant there. As you said, he's quite the athlete.
Well, it's almost like, he was just, I don't know. It's just, he's just kind of out on an island there. And it's almost, I don't know that he was just in his way, right? He just wouldn't. I don't know how you play that any better, honestly.
Yeah, not much Childs could do in that situation. Flag is thrown.
I don't know if that's the case that maybe, hey, you didn't have your head back looking for the ball. I don't know if that's the case of why we're throwing that flag. I mean, there's definitely contact there, but it's not like Childs, pushed him or even, he was just kind of running, and because of his just presence there, it impeded the offender's opportunity to make his way towards the ball. So we're spotting the ball about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, I think it's going to be about 1st and goal. These referees are trying to figure this out on the fly, as they lost someone at the start of the game, so they're trying to do it down a man here.
Okay, so we're saying
it's second down. No, there's some confusion. It's second down and 2 at the 10. Friedmeier in the pistol. And he's going to hand it off. It might be enough for the first. They're going to say, yeah, he got it. So it'll be 1st and goal now for the Pintos. Sorry, a little bit of confusion here on where they were spotting it, what down it was. Got to clean it up, Steve.
I go down there and talk to him if you want.
All right. Well, we can send one of these students down here, right?
Where's Rob Adams?
Yeah, you would think he would be the one down there talking to him. He's probably at home. First and goal for the Pintos.
I'm sure he's at home trying to get the opportunity to watch us on the screen, right?
Yes. A run up the middle, no gain, brought down right at the line of scrimmage. That'll set up second down now for the Pintos.
Greg, I've been impressed by the Pintos, just kind of a balanced attack, sprinkling in some short to mid-range passes, using the option, just running up right at the gut. We're just they're really keeping the Indians kind of back on their heels here.
And they're taking time off the clock here. We talk about Osage liking to do this to their opponents, but California doing a good job of just taking time away from the Indians to have the football. Tight formation for California here. Friedmeier hands it up the gut, and once again, brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So now a big third down here. Third down and goal from the 6.
Yeah, and we don't know. Maybe you did your reporting on their special teams. We don't know what options they have.
I'm not going to tell you.
Okay. This may be two-down territory here, or maybe they'll be looking for, the 3 if we can get the stop here.
I think this is two-down territory. At the very least, you make it a 95 yards to go for the Indian offense. But we'll see what happens here. Friedmeier looking for the quick pass out to Bryant. Bryant gets a step on his man and is brought down. Yeah, it looks like he avoided the shoestring tackle from Childs, and Childs could not bring that knee down, and Bryant falls backwards into the end zone, brought down by the Indian defense. California gets on the board here first.
Yeah, just the athleticism of Bryant there. It looks like we have the potential to get the stop, but just a nice athletic move on his part, just there about the 3-yard line. Got him just inside that pylon into pay dirt.
Extra point pending. Hold is down, kick is up, and it is good. California scores on their first possession, 7-0. Osage set to get the ball back after the break. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
At First Bank of the Lake, we offer some of the best CD rates. Kick back and watch your money grow. Earn 4.30 APY on our 15-month CD and 4.35 APY on our 26-month CD with a $5,000 minimum deposit. CDs combine security with great investment returns and make saving a cinch. Save more so you can do more. Visit First Bank of the Lake in Osage Beach today. Member FDIC. Other terms and conditions apply. Annual percentage yield. See bank for details.
Back here at School of the Osage, Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us. Osage turns it over on their first possession, and California goes down the field and scores. Makes it 7-0. Osage set to get the ball back for the second time tonight.
Yeah, California really just kind of imposing, their script on this game so far. They couldn't have been more happy with what's happened. They got the stop, they got the turnover, they got the score. Now it's time for us to flip the script. It's time for us to impose our will.
Kickoff gets away from DePay. Ball bounces on the turf, and DePay has to dive on it. Just kicked it away from him. Only had one returner back there. DePay had to track it down, and Osage will start.
Yeah, if you saw that on the video, you saw that that was a little dicey, right? Just a funny little bounce put DePay in kind of a weird place, and the Pintos were coming on. And they weren't too far away from being on that ball themselves.
It was dicier than I made it sound.
Yeah, you tried to kind of clean it up a little bit. That was nice of you.
Well, listen, feedback I get all the time says you don't make it sound dicey enough.
Is that on the comment card?
Yep.
What is the rate of my diciness?
Usually a 4. You get a 10, I've read.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Handoff goes to Williams up the middle. And he is still churning his legs near the first down marker. And Williams running hard, picking up, looks like enough to get it 10 yards. Serdike Yamaha first down for the Indians on the first play.
Oh, are they going to? Yep, they're going to give it to him.
He was dicing up the defense on that run.
Folks, that is the word, Webster's word of the game.
Dicey.
Oh, dicey.
Okay,
I'm
dicey,
sorry.
that's fine. Dice and all forms of dicing. First down coming up for the Indians here. Clock winding down in the first quarter, brought to you by Oak Star Bank. Trusty back in the pistol. Dooley in motion pre-snap. Now Williams looking to get out to the right side. Takes contact right at the line of scrimmage. Looks like they're going to give him a yard before he's brought down. Maybe 2 yards there. Make it second and 8 for Osage. It's so hard to see up here from like the angle, right?
We got a little smoke rolling in. What's that coming from? Here?
I don't know. I think it's the grill over here.
It is the grill.
Yeah, it's the grill. That's grill from the smoke, or smoke from the grill. You know what it is.
Yeah, I got you.
Trying to get out to the right side. Colonius met by a few Pintos and brought down. California sniffing that one out, making it 3rd and long here once again for the Indians.
Putting the pressure on Maverick Trusty here. Again, with his 3rd and long, you kind of almost look to see if them put the ball in the air. We'll see how it works here.
Trusty rolls out right, has a man over the middle. That's Landon Hall, the tight end, coming up with the reception right around midfield. Going to be another Serdike Yamaha first down. Nice job by Hall, reeling that one in and bringing it in for a first down.
Yeah, that was well executed there. I don't know that the Pintos bid on the play action at all, but Landon Hall ran a great route. Maverick Trusty delivered the perfect pass, and we get the first.
Don't see Osage do a lot through the middle of the field with the passing attack. Right there they do. Hall coming up with the reception. Trusty hands off to Williams. Now he's trying to go up the middle, turning his back towards the pile. That will likely be the last play of the first quarter, as Williams will pick up about 3 or 4, and then won't have to go far as they're right at midfield whenever they flip it around here to start the second quarter. Osage turns it over on their first drive. California drives down and puts it in the end zone. Osage driving again here on their second possession at the end of the first quarter. We'll take a break. Back with more after this. California up 7-0 over the Indians. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Whether it's a car accident, storm damage, or a fire, when the unthinkable happens, it doesn't matter if you've saved money in 15 minutes. In this moment, it doesn't matter if your neighbor has the same insurance you do. In this moment, what matters is that your independent agent and the company that stands behind them have you covered. Mills & Sons Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. The no-problem people. At 2701 Bagnell Dam Boulevard. Call us at 365-2002 or visit our website at millsinsurance.com. We're on your side because life happens.
Back here at School, the Osage High School, Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us. 1 quarter of play in the books here between the Indians and the Pintos. And after 12 minutes, California has the lead 7-0, both teams with 1 possession there in the first quarter, and California putting points on the board.
Yeah, it's putting the pressure on the Indians here to answer, and so far they're answering the call. I feel like that was just a huge 3rd down conversion there. Again, great pass and catch from Trusty to Hall. The more that we can add that element of the game to our offense, the more potent we're going to be.
2nd and 8 after Williams runs for 2 at the end of the first quarter. Ball right near midfield at the 47. Trusty back in the pistol. Colonius and Williams flank him. Nice fake, gets it to DePay, who's hit right at the first down marker. So now Osage doing a little play action of their own, going to the air there on 2nd down. Nice strike from Trusty, good catch from DePay to come down with that one.
Yeah, that was a nice route, and he knew that he was going to get hit, right? The hit was coming. It's all he could do to hold on to that ball and just go to the ground. Well done, DePay.
That is a Serdike Yamaha first down, first of this quarter, second quarter, brought to you by American Sun Control. Williams gets the handoff. Now dancing a bit in the backfield, trying to make some moves, but he's brought down right at the line of scrimmage to set up 2nd down and 10. You
know, this Williams has struggled to have much success early in the game, but still, I I like that you just have to trust in the guy here. You got to give him the carries, and we've seen that pay off later in the game when he just wears teams down. He's just such a tough runner, just pound and pound and pound, and eventually he gets his yards.
2nd down and 10 for the Indians in California territory. Lots of misdirection there. DePay going to get the ball on the reverse, and he's going to be brought down after a gain of about 2. You're trying to use a little bit of misdirection there, but DePay unable to break the tackle.
I think that was Dooley. Yeah,
sorry, Dooley. My bad. Yeah, DePay wasn't even on the field. What are you doing, Steve?
Throw me under the bus. It's all good. That's why I'm here. That's what you told me before we came on air.
That's how I'm going to throw you under the bus, sir. 3rd down and 8. 4 wide receivers out for the Indians. Trusty steps back looking for a man. Over the middle, almost knocked away, and then almost caught. Instead, it's incomplete. Looking for Childs on that one there.
Lots of contact there on that route.
Yeah.
No, there was, we didn't take any time for any kind of play action pass there. We're just, everybody knew where was going, right.
He threw it in the area of 2 receivers, and they were going separate ways by journey. And just tip pass there, and neither guy could come down with it. Now Kimry out to punt.
Now we've seen Kimry deliver some big old punts, but now we don't need a lot of distance. We just need placement, right?
Let's see. He kicks it nice and high, up in the air, near the sideline, out of bounds. And I got to tell you, this is one of my least favorite parts in all of this is how does that referee know where the ball went out of bounds? I think there should be a GPS tracking device in the ball that tells you where it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, I'm sure no one's had that. I think you need to jump on that, patent it.
You think I'm the first person to ever come up with this?
This is your golden brick road here to the millions.
All right, I'm going to go to the patent office. You're on the broadcast by yourself for a while, okay?
I don't think anybody wants that. Hey, but
they don't want me to patent it?
No, they don't want you to leave.
That makes more sense.
So it makes perfect sense. Hey, but that's great. Hey, they get the ball to start their drive at the 12-yard line. Again, Kimry doing a great job of flipping the field for us.
Going to need to make a stop here. 2nd possession for the Pintos. They drove 80 yards for a touchdown the last time. Now quick pitch out to their man, Kimry. Pulls down
great takedown by John Kimry.
And Kimry with a big tackle for loss on 1st down. That will set up 2nd and 17. Kimry, they tried to run that pitch out to the left, and Kimry was just there to meet him. So Kimry making the field position even worse there on 1st down.
Well, those solo tackles out there in open field are tough. And Kimry just had just enough speed to get a hold of him and just bring him down. Almost looked like he was roping a calf at a rodeo. Well done.
And we've seen a couple missed solo tackles tonight lead to big gains for the Pintos. Not there, though. It's going to wind up being a loss of 7 off that tackle from Kimry. 2nd and 17 here on the 2nd possession for California. Handoff goes up the middle, trying to get back to the original line of scrimmage. But it's going to be 3rd down and 13 now for California.
Well, you gotta feel a little anxiety as you're snapping that ball just 5 yards away from the end zone, and it looks like almost your tailback was lined up there on the goal line. Just wanting to get some space there, handing it right off in the middle.
Another great crowd here tonight at School of the Osage. Youth football night, senior night as well for some different athletic sports and clubs. Just another great crowd, although I got a good parking spot tonight.
Did you?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Well, I came up earlier today and put a sign up that just said for broadcasters only. Run out to the right. Osage going to make the tackle. Short of the 1st down, so California will have 4th down. There is a flag out there.
No indication yet as to what the foul was.
Oh, I know what it is. I'm not going to tell you. It's just ruined the surprise.
You're such a private man.
Yeah. Well, I just don't like to give it away. Let's all find out together. And it's on California.
I couldn't see what that signal was. What was that, Craig?
I believe he said it's morphin' time.
The fact that you said it was on California and that's all you said. Hey, Rob Adams comes into the booth, excited about that.
Well, he put up the bat signal. Of course he is. What was the call on that one, Rob? Yeah, I got your text. You said he was checking in. They say it's going to be holding on California, and we're going to go ahead and decline it to make it 4th down. I'm so glad Rob's here.
I just feel better about life in general when Rob is in my presence.
Well, Rob runs a tight ship when he's here, and these kids just run amok when he's gone. So
you're just intimidated by the students.
Stop. 4th down for the Pintos. Back in punt formation. DePay back to receive. High snap. Ooh, almost blocked.
Boy, that was close to it. DePay having to backtrack here a little bit to get the punt. He's just going to, what a bounce for California.
Yeah, a great fortuitous bounce for the Pintos, and it'll be the 3rd possession for the Indians, starting right around their own 30. Almost blocked there. Looked like that was Jaden Wilkes that almost got in and got a hand on it. Instead, Osage will take over 1st and 10 here. 8:14 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Brought to you by American Sun Control.
And isn't that football, right? You're inches away from having your punt blocked and that just being a devastating play. And then you rip off this punt and get the lucky bounce and flip in the field. Osage with, is this their 3rd possession of the night, I believe? So far, the Pintos are shutting them out.
Got a pretty good idea of what Osage is going to try and do here.
You do?
Hail Mary.
Just right off.
First play.
Okay.
First play.
I appreciate you're becoming more open now and not keeping your secrets.
Handoff goes to Williams. He slips between 2 defenders and now fighting and gets the 1st down. Brought to you by Serdike Yamaha. Williams once again hit at the line of scrimmage and picking up all of his yards after contact. Hard running. If he keeps that up, it should be a big 3rd and 4th quarter for him.
Once he just kind of eclipses that line of scrimmage, man, he is hard to bring down. Just churning those legs, pounding. I do not envy those Pintos being in the position trying to tackle him.
Just dicing between the defenders. 1st and 10 for the Indians. 7:45 left to go here in the 2nd. Pitch goes out to Williams. Breaks some
ankles right there.
The juke move, using the right bumper stick on the controller and just taking the defender to the ground before picking up 7 yards and making it 2nd and 3.
Don't you feel bad for that young man? He knows everybody saw that. Just down to the ground he went.
But a great move there by Williams.
Yeah, it looked like it was well defended up to that point. Just kind of takes that little step in and right back out, and the defender's on the ground, and he's got some room to run.
I know that in previous season they've called jukes like that a Craig Allen. I don't know if they do still call it that.
Who's they? What fantasy world are you living in right now?
2nd down. Handoff goes to Williams up the middle. He is still not down.
Oh, what's going on?
Thankfully, play was blown dead because the ball got knocked away from him. So forward progress gives him 2 yards, and that'll set up 3rd down and 2 right at midfield.
Yeah, that's tough. You don't want those refs to blow that whistle too quick, especially when you got your guy pushing like that. But if they hold off too long, that sets up your runner to get the ball ripped out like that. It's hard to hold on to it forever.
Yeah, it's usually pretty unlikely that he's going to break out of that pile and make anything happen. So good it was called dead there. Handoff goes to Colonius on the left side. He slips off a tackle, tries to get, he's right at the marker. Might need a measurement here.
Jason Colonius on the carry.
Nope. Serdike Yamaha 1st down. No measurement needed. They're closer than I am.
Hey, and that's another just tough run by Colonius. Not a lot of yards there, but sometimes those 2 and 3 yard runs are game changers when you can convert that to a 1st down.
1st and 10 for the Indians. First play in California territory this drive. Ball at the 49 after that Colonius 1st down. Trusty to Williams. Now he's got a gap up the middle, trying to hang on to the football. And he's going to be brought down by 7 Pintos there after a gain of about 7.
Oh, got a flag
on the play. Steve, how many Pintos do you think it would take to take you down? Like chase you down and take you down?
Well, here's the deal. Here's
Okay.
my strategy.
Yep.
Is I'm just going to launch myself onto like the lead pinto.
Oh, my goodness.
And just ride him and lead the rest of the herd.
Wow, like Zorro.
Because I have so much experience in horsemanship. Is that what you would call that?
Equestrian.
Equestrianship?
Sportsmanship and equestrian.
Now, you have some horses.
Yeah. They'd only take one of them to take me down, I guarantee you.
Are you much of a, do you like to ride horses?
Oh, all the time I do. Trail rides, mountain climbing, underwater. I take them everywhere.
What breed of horse takes you underwater?
Sea.
That's beautiful. Just like I like how you wrote that down. That's great.
Seahorse.
Okay, they're pointing. Hey, the California is convinced it's going against Osage.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on the Pintos.
Well, that'll help us move the ball a little bit closer to the end zone here.
Hey, on social media today, we got invited to do the Winter Shelton Real Estate Group pregame show out in the parking lot.
I'm not aware of this.
Yeah, we got invited to do the pregame show out in the parking lot.
Well, we have such a long, extensive pregame show.
Mm-hmm. No, we can make it longer. If they'll feed us, we'll do the pregame show out there.
I didn't see this post or this exchange on social media. Can you give me more details, or is that all you give me right now?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. Well, are you going to tell? What did you say? What was your initial response?
I said we'll look into it. This is me looking into it. I got a few contacts I can make. We might be live from the parking lot next week.
Can we get a desk?
No.
And can we do one of those mascot things like they do on college football?
Yes,
Saturday,
I'll get
where,
you a desk, and you can put on the Indian head or the Indian head next week. One or the other.
What's the name of that guy who does that?
Lee Corso.
Oh, there you go. I knew you would know.
Measuring out the unsportsmanlike conduct penalty while people at home try and make heads or tails of what we're saying. We're coming live next week, pregame in the parking lot. We got burgers, dogs, smoked prime rib next week in the parking lot.
Wow.
I'll probably pick up some McDonald's on the way. Not really for me. Maybe some Taco Bell. Don't tell them.
I'm so confused by you getting Taco Bell at McDonald's. I don't know how this is going to work.
Yeah, I'm not a big prime rib guy. Williams up the middle, getting a shove from behind. That was Grant Wilson coming in and give him an extra oomph there. Pick up a few more yards.
Ball about the 23-yard line.
It'll be 2nd and 4 after the 6-yard gain.
I tell you, I just feel like Williams is just such a difficult rusher to shut down very long. You just keep giving him opportunities, and you might have a little success of stopping him early, but he's really just kind of been having his way on this drive.
Quick handoff to Colonius, and he just runs over 2 Pintos. It's going to take more than 1 Pinto to bring him down, unlike Steve. Serdike Yamaha first down, gets the Indians into the Crown Power and Equipment red zone and sets up 1st and 10 as we are under 5 minutes to go here in the half.
What a great run by Colonius.
Hard run there.
Sometimes you use your moves to get around the player, and sometimes you're like, I'm going right through you. As if you were at the door, I'm just going to open and run over. And that was just a powerful, powerful athletic move there.
Sets up 1st and 10. Trusty takes a snap. Now he's looking to throw. Looking towards DePay. It's one-on-one out there. DePay, had it and had it knocked away. A lot of contact out there. I don't feel like the defender looked back for the football there.
He clearly did not look back at the football. And, I don't have a striped shirt in my closet, so I'm not the guy that's the expert in calling that, but I don't know how you don't. To me, it looks real similar to that play we saw with Childs earlier. DePay's trying to look back and catch the pass, so the California guy's not looking bad at all. He's just in the way, so DePay can't even get back to it. I like that, though. That's one of the few times tonight we've seen kind of, hey, let's get the ball in the air when they're not looking for it. And I like that we're giving DePay a chance. Hey, he was just had single coverage back there. Let's see what you can do.
2nd and 10 for the Indians. Handoff will go to Williams. He goes up the middle. California having fits trying to bring Williams down. He's going to pick up 3 yards after contact, and that'll set up 3rd down and 7 for Osage, likely in 2-down territory here unless they feel like they can get a field goal through.
Yeah, that'll be an interesting decision by the coach, but hopefully we don't have to worry about that. Let's get this 1st down and keep this drive going. We'd like to have 6 here.
Big third down for the Indians.
Brings up a third down and 7.
Trusty finds his man out on the edge. That's DePay. He breaks one tackle and then is brought down right at the marker. They're going to say he's short, and that'll set up a 4th down and inches for this Indian offense.
Well, with Aiden Williams in your backfield, that gives you, I feel like, a lot of confidence to go for 4th and half a yard. I don't get to make the call, though, Greg.
What? Did you not send the play in just now?
I didn't. It's just too far for Trusty to run.
Up here?
Yeah.
That's true.
Trying to make them jump. They're not biting.
And actually, out there on the edge, DePay jumped. And so Osage picks up a penalty, a terrible penalty in that situation.
Boy, that changes everything.
Yeah. Looks like Osage offense is going to stay out there, though. Not going to bring in the field goal unit. It'll be 4th down and 6 inside the 15. And now they are going to bring in a different set here. Colonius Dooley off the field. Kimry came in. Maybe we're going to run that same play we saw Kimry score on a couple times last week, Steve. Keep an eye on that one. 4 wide receivers out for Trusty. He's back in the pistol. Takes the snap, rolls out right. Looking for a man, has him in the flats. Kimry catches it at the 5 and is brought down, but it is a 1st down, a Serdike Yamaha 1st down for the Indians. Big play there from Osage. Needed 6, got 8. Nice job by Kimry getting past the 1st down marker, and then a perfect pass from Trusty to put it right in Kimry's hands for that 1st down.
Yeah, and what I like on this drive, we were pounding with Williams and Colonius here to get into the red zone, and now we're showing a little bit of balance here. Putting the ball in the air, kind of surprising them a bit, putting them on their heels. 1st down and 5, that's a good place to be as you have 2 minutes left in the half.
Trusty hands it off to Williams. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage and then knocked back. Going to give him a yard, though. Forward progress. 2 minutes to go here in the half. Osage received the ball to start the game. They'll kick off to start the 3rd quarter.
Hey, that was a great tackle by the
I agree.
California Pinto there. Just head up. Hey, you're not going through me this time.
Not easy to bring Williams down. They do so there.
Just a textbook tackle.
You ever tackled a textbook? It's difficult.
Only figuratively,
Oh, yeah.
when I had to cram for a test.
That makes sense.
Or metaphorically, or what is the appropriate word?
Do you use a textbook
there?
in your classes?
We do have, not your traditional textbook. It's more like a workbook, a big old thick workbook. But yeah, we have books.
We got books at Osage. What are you talking about? Timeout by the Indians as the play clock runs down. Osage will set up 2nd down and goal from the 4-yard line here.
Well, Craig, this has been a great first half of football, I feel like. Just a great competition on the field here. If Osage can find a way to get it in the end zone and go into half tied 7-7, that'd just be a perfect ending to this half.
That would be big. Obviously, goes without saying, Osage needs to get some form of points up on the board here as California will start the 2nd half with the football.
This kind of game, as it's playing out in this first half, this is why you love high school football. This is why you come to the game. Great competition. Just young men playing their hearts out. Coaches just making great calls here. So far, 2 opponents that seem very well matched.
Yeah, almost like a chess match out there at times. And again, the head referee going down on the first drive, so we're down a ref. Doing the best they can out there tonight. If only you had the striped shirt, like you said, Steve.
Maybe for Christmas.
We'll see. Handoff goes to Williams, right side, slips through a tackle, and then slips into the end zone. Nice job, Aiden Williams, just running past the tackler and getting himself.
Oh, we got a flag. Not sure what happened here, but there's a flag on the play. You know, that, again, just not a real long, a 4-yard run, but that just first little juke, just a slight move to throw off the defender, get in the end zone.
Unsportsmanlike conduct against the Indians now.
That's the second such call we've had tonight. One now on both teams, as I recall.
Not conducting themselves like sportsmen.
And I'm not sure how we'll find out here how that penalty is enforced here for the extra point.
Yeah, do you put it on the extra point or do you put it on the kickoff? Do you have the option? Where's Rob Adams?
It seems like that.
A rules guru, Rob Adams, nowhere to be found.
That's a big penalty if they enforce that on the extra point.
Yeah, and I think they're going to.
It's pushing them back. We're spotting the ball at about, the 17-yard line.
It's a 15-yard penalty, so that will make the kick a 37-yarder if they choose to do it.
And we're going to let Clark try. I love it. Rip it out of there, Brady Clark.
Snap is back. Hold is down.
Got a
kick is
there we go.
And good. Clark hits the 37-yard extra point to tie this one up at 7. 1:22 left to go here in the half. Take a break. Back with the kickoff after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Your local Lowe's tackles the competition this fall and backs its high school football teams this season. Lowe's wants its customers to do it right for less. Shop at Lowe's for all your tailgating needs and be prepared for autumn leaves. There's something for everyone at Lowe's. Easily located in Osage Beach on Highway 42. Score your own touchdown this season. Come in or shop online at Lowe's.com.
Back here at school, the Osage Indians driving down near the end of the first half and putting it in the end zone. Unsportsmanlike conduct penalty made it a 37-yard extra point that Brady Clark kicked through.
Yeah, it's been a long time since I've been that excited about an extra point, but well done, Brady Clark. And that gives you some confidence of knowing if you ever put in that position where you need a 37-yarder.
Yeah, that's nice to know you have that.
It's good to know you have it for sure. Now we've got the California Pintos with 1 minute and 22 seconds on the clock. Going to get the ball. Plus they get the ball coming out of the half. We'll see what their plans are here.
Colonius back to kick it off.
Oh, whistle blowing.
Osage.
Okay.
Now that's an interesting call. There may be something we don't know here that we missed, or I don't know if we're going to try to get creative on this kickoff,
or maybe make them think we're going to get. It's mind games.
And you can see the Friedmeier over here warming up. I mean, there's some indications here they're going to try to use this minute 22 seconds to move the ball here and see if they can get in position to score.
Well, they got athletes to do that.
Depending on where, of course, they begin that drive, it makes it kind of dicey, you would say, to you just don't want to you don't want to make a silly decision and give up, an easy pick six or something.
I can tell you this: I would not say dicey. I would never say that.
You would never say dicey?
No.
Not more than at least a dozen times?
Met your quota. Word's done.
Who would sponsor the word dicey?
Ragu.
Ragu?
Yeah.
Let's think more of some of the salsa.
I got a ragu
Let's
guy.
think of a salsa.
Oh, okay.
Pace picante or something. I don't know.
No, it's okay.
Get on the phone. Get on the phone.
I don't have a pace guy. I got a ragu guy. A rag guy.
A rag guy. Hey, where can we see you do your stand-up?
You can't.
Oh, because you're on radio.
That's right.
Yes.
Colonius back to kick off after the timeout. Doesn't look like anything too specific was drawn up. Upman receives the kick, now splitting through some defenders, and California going to have really good field position here as there's 1:16 left on the clock in the half.
Spotting the ball at about the 42-yard line, and that's good news for California. Shortens the field for them a little bit.
Yeah.
They're going to need to get some chunks here, but they do have, as you mentioned, all 3 timeouts.
I mean, it looked good there initially that they did a direct kickoff right at one of the up guys. And he didn't field it cleanly, but he picked it up and then took it for another 12, 13 yards. So sets the Pintos up near midfield. There's a handoff up the middle. And Volkart, they use a little bit of misdirection to get something going there. Brooks Volkart with the carry and a first down. Now California into Osage territory. That is a false start. Wide receiver was literally moving.
There's a flag on somebody they threw. For now, advancing the ball to about the 44-yard line.
Yeah, the run went up the middle. That wide receiver was literally moving as the ball was snapped.
Not figuratively, not metaphorically.
Literally
moving.
I wouldn't just say it. Personal foul on the Indians.
This is not. You know, we don't know the story behind what happened there, what decision was made. Now, tell me that we just had a second flag thrown. Is that just still in reference to the first penalty, or what's going on here?
Yeah, that I'm not sure on.
2 flags have been thrown, and with a little bit of separation of time here. And of course, if you're watching the stream, you see that. But again, Osage is doing all they can to help California here get down the field.
A back-breaking penalty as the Pintos are trying to move down the field and put some points on the board here before the end of the half.
Coach Jolly having a little conversation here with the head official.
Yeah, this isn't like the NFL or collegiate where they say a number out loud on these penalties, so he's getting some clarification on what might have happened there.
Just in time, Rob Adams comes back in the booth. Maybe he can give us some clarification on that personal
coming back.
foul.
He was just down on the field. What'd you hear down there, Rob?
Said that you guys are doing a great job.
How would they know, Rob? Ridiculous. But you know what? I'll take the compliment.
They turn around and do like
They said, they told you to get out of here? I would never say that to you.
Well, the conversation with Coach Jolly is an extended one here. He's getting the full explanation, or maybe he's giving his rebuttal.
Yeah, I think he might be arguing whatever the call was. You know, he's probably saying that wide receiver was offsides.
Well, we've had the personal foul penalty on the extra point, which in the end didn't hurt us, but this is going to sting a little bit. This is going to make you've got to. Not much time's gone off the clock here. California's going to have a full minute here with 3 timeouts, and they're going to get the ball. Golly, we don't know for sure yet how this is going to work out, but close to the 30-yard line.
Should be inside the 30. If it's 15 yards, it'll be at the 28.
Still.
It's painful radio
conversing.
when they just won't do it.
I'm almost surprised that the officials are giving Jolly so much time on this. Okay, we're picking up the ball, getting ready to move it. We're counting off yards. Right on the 30-yard line.
Yeah, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 30. A minute left to go here in the half for the Pintos.
There's a 30-yard line.
Let's see what this Osage defense can do now. Tied up at 7 here. A minute left to go in the second. Quick throw out in the flats. And that's going to be about an 11-yard gain before being brought down out of bounds. There's Jackson Hensley with the catch. Noah Stevens riding him out of bounds. Ball's inside the red zone now. Ball went out of bounds, so it'll be a clock stoppage. 54 seconds left to go here.
Well, Osage has got to do something just to change the momentum because everything is rolling downhill for California here from the kickoff to the penalties.
Timeout, California.
California wants a timeout. As the clock started running there, so 45-3 left to go Here in the half, tied up at 7. California trying to put more points on the board before they get the ball back at the start of the third. And, Steve, they're just getting it out here in the flats and letting their receivers, their athletic receivers, make some plays out there.
Well, you get a little space out there, and you put your defender in a tough spot when they're just on single coverage. Well, Osage tried it on the other end with DePay and just came up a little bit short before they ended up scoring on that drive. I almost thought California would be tempted just to, knowing they were getting the ball coming out at half, in a typical kickoff, getting the ball at about the 20-yard line. I thought, well, maybe they'll just down it a few times and head into the locker room, but everything's pointed the other direction.
Yeah, that short kickoff or that nice return that made it a shorter field for the Pintos, paying dividends. We talked about the field position battle in the pregame.
.45 seconds left, first down and 10 for the Pintos at the 20-yard line about.
Friedmeyer gives it out to Volkar, but Kimry there to make the stop and run him out of bounds.
Ran out of bounds by Landon Childs and John Kimry.
So they'll give him 2 on that one. That'll make it 2nd and 8, 38 seconds to go here.
As well defended by Osage, just kind of hold the line all the way to the out-of-bounds marker.
It was kind of a poor throw, but Volkart came up with it, but it was such a poor throw that I gave Kimry time to get there.
But again, it's what you're saying. They're trying to give it to their athletic guys on the edge, whether through the pitch or the pass here.
2 receivers out left for Friedmeyer. Takes a snap, play action, looking over the middle, tons of contact, incomplete. And I think that contact was incidental. He was looking for Volkart.
Yeah, it looked like the receiver almost went to the ground before maybe right as the pass was thrown or right before the pass was thrown, so that was just not going to be completed no matter how you looked at it. All right, so third down and long here. 33, almost 34 seconds on the clock. A stop here. Some stops are bigger than others. This would be a big stop for the Indians.
Big third down play, 3rd and 8, 33 seconds left to go here. California trying to put some points on the board. Probably get the ball to Bryant here if I had to guess. He's been their guy. There's a little misdirection. And now slipping through the line of scrimmage, Volkart gets the yardage needed down to the 5. California likely to take a timeout here. Nope, they want to keep going. Be a first and goal from California. Clock starts moving. Under 25 seconds to go now. Friedmeyer out to the right. Hangs on to it. Beautiful play.
What a play.
Beautiful
Who is that?
Play out on the edge there. I believe that was Isaac Stark making that play. And Isaac missed last week's game due to an injury. He came up with a big tackle right there, forcing California to take a timeout. Ran that triple option out to the right, and Stark just came up and made the play on Friedmeyer. Makes it 2nd and goal from the 3-yard line with 13 seconds left.
And see, that's what the option. I'm sorry to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Let's say they got somebody limping off the field here. I think that's Tyler Oden, one of their running backs. Not sure what happened to him.
Well, that is what not commenting on the injury here, but that's what that option will do to you. That option attack, it really just puts your defenders in tough positions. You got to make the play. And Isaac Stark stepped up and made the play, as we know he can do. Well, he's just a great competitor on this team. Played a little quarterback last year, as I remember earlier in the season when we needed him. One of those utility players that could do a lot. Second and goal, ball about the 3-yard line, 13.7 seconds left.
There's a second down and goal from the 3-yard line.
He just said that, Brad.
Got to try to get ahead of him every once in a while.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. I think he waits for us. Now Friedmeyer with that jumbo set. Got 3 running backs around him. Ball goes up the middle, but nothing doing there. Brought down just after a yard, and California going to have to take another timeout as we wind down the first half here. 7.4 seconds left to go. California trying to get it in the end zone here.
Well, they're inside the 3-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, this is a big play.
This is a huge play.
This is a pretty big play here.
And this is why we watch the games. This is fun. This is
ball's going to be
great
spotted
battle.
at the 2.
Osage defense, that's 2 just great stops right there in a row. You know, California's got that little, what would you call it, that little misdirection handoff. They kind of faked to one back and then the other direction with the second back through, and that's caught us a couple times. I don't know how effective that would be here this close to the goal line.
That is what I would call it. Misdirection to the through back and then go to the other one. That is what I would say,
That's
Steve. That's the actual play
a long
call.
call.
Yeah. Now you see why it takes so long to get these plays in sometimes.
We're calling so many timeouts.
Yeah, we're going to run that play through the other guy, bring it on through the middle there. See what California does here. 3rd and 2, 7.4 seconds left to go here in the half. Friedmeier moves out to the right. Looking for a man. Nothing doing there. Ball falls to the turf, incomplete. That'll set up 4th and 2. Let's see what they do. And they're going to send out, I think, their kicker here.
Is this the offensive lineman kicker? Is this the...
I don't know. I mean, he's already out there, right? That's crazy. Good for him, though. Max Blecky Ferreira.
That's a great name. Mm-hmm. And I'm sure you're nailing it on the pronunciation.
The lefty. And we saw a big kicker get it done at Mizzou last week.
He's a senior?
He's a senior.
Okay. Way to go, Max. Okay, Max, we'd like you to miss this one, actually. And it's good.
The kick is good. And that's how the half comes to a close. So the field goal makes it 10-7. California driving down last possession. They'll get the kickoff to start the 3rd quarter. We'll take a break. Back with the Hy-Vee halftime report after this. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Every day, your Jefferson City and Osage Beach Hy-Vee pharmacies are committed to your health and wellness. If you're enrolled in Medicare Part B, Medicare Advantage plans, and most commercial plans, they'll cover up to 8 over-the-counter COVID-19 tests per month at no cost through Hy-Vee. Most plans cover these costs and no prescription is required. Stop in at your Osage Beach or Jefferson City Hy-Vee pharmacy and see the helpful pharmacy staff today.
It's indoors, it burns more energy than running, and most importantly, it's high-flying fun. Jets Trampoline Park has you covered from young to young at heart with a freestyle tarmac, skydiving foam pits, dodgeball, and more. Did you forget your kid's birthday party is next week? Don't get judged. Get a Jets Party Package. Pre-purchase your tickets now or get complete details at jetstrampolinepark.com or stop in and visit at 1075 Passover Road in Osage Beach.
My car!
Life comes at you fast, sometimes too fast. Should have remembered the golden rule. No, not that one. Golden Rule Insurance. Call them for personal lines of insurance for home, auto, life, boat, and RV. And the best part is, when you bundle, you can save actual money. Golden Rule staff are educated and trained to ensure their customers have the very best service. Find personal lines of insurance that work for you. You can find them on Osage Beach Parkway in Osage Beach. Golden Rule Insurance Agency. Coverage you need, people you trust.
A full-service graphics company, Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising does it all, from screen printing, offset printing, and promotional advertising to custom-built trophies and awards. It's where they do it the right way. Check out their Facebook page for their monthly special, and don't forget they offer online stores for all your group and activities needs. Wright Printing and Promotional Advertising, across from the Family Center on Highway 52 East in Versailles. Call 573-378-5775.
Distinction and high-end style can be had at Reagan Cabinets. Your kitchen is the heart of your home, a place for family time and socializing with friends. Ridgewood Cabinetry is available from Reagan Cabinets, featuring premium all-wood construction, old work dovetail joinery, and modern soft close features with a lifetime warranty. Ridgewood Cabinets are built right here in the Midwest, bringing you beautiful cabinets while adding value and style to your home. Stop by Reagan Cabinets in Osage Beach or visit them online online at ReaganCabinets.com.
High-tech auto body and towing and professional collision repair, servicing the Lake area and central Missouri for 28 years with 24-hour, 7-day-a-week repair. Accidents are scary and the repairs shouldn't be. High-tech has the best complete collision repair. So should the need arise for towing or expert collision repair, remember one stop at High-Tech Collision and Tow, your neighborhood tow team in the big yellow trucks, located on Highway 42 across from the high school. Call 348-9070 when you need us.
Back here from Osage High School, Hy-Vee halftime report, and at halftime, California leads the Indians 10-7. Osage got the ball on the first possession. Steve drove down the field, got inside the Crown Power and Equipment red zone, then threw an interception. California responded for that turnover, driving 80 yards and picking up a touchdown. It's been all about ball control here in the first half, and field position has loomed large for both teams, and California finds themselves up 3 at halftime.
Yeah, it's been a great battle to watch. I think that 3 points scored there with about a minute and 30 seconds left, it's going to be interesting to see how that impacts the game. Of course, when they get the ball, we're going to have to get the stop right out coming out that second half. But again, that 3-point edge, that's just going to put us kind of off kilter for the rest of the game. It's going to affect the strategy throughout.
Then we saw Trusty after the interception kind of just, it's got to play on your mental. You have to be able to bounce back from that. We've seen the mental toughness from Maverick Trusty in football and basketball, and he does a good job of putting it behind him, and he's done a good job of putting that first turnover behind him tonight. He's found guys in the open field, kind of ruining his average from last week. 2 completions, 2 touchdowns last week. This week, he's been able to find his receivers in stride, pick up some good first downs. But again, it's been all about this ground attack and a balanced attack from the Indians this week.
Yeah, his numbers here tonight, 5 for 7. So that's great first half. Only 36 yards, but again, we are a run-first attack, right? We're not trying to accumulate a lot of passing yards. I like what we're doing with the passing game tonight, trying to kind of get some. It's that short to mid-range, mostly short here tonight. Just try to get those first downs, just move the ball a little bit, and complement our main attack, and that's rushing. Rushing, we've had 24 rushes for 112 yards tonight. We got Aiden Williams, of course, our lead rusher with 73 yards, and then Jason Cloney has followed him with 39 yards.
Look at this, official stats here tonight. Defensively, the Indians going to have to find a way to stop these athletic receivers from California. California seems pretty content to get the balls in the hands of their receivers out in the flats and then just make it a one-on-one situation against the secondary from Osage, and so far they've found success doing that tonight.
Hey, well, that first drive of the Pintos had me a little nervous there. They just were really effective. They were very balanced between the run and the pass, and again, a great point that just getting the ball in their athletes' hands. Hey, but the Osage defense has adjusted and is toughened up, and if you take away that drive there at the end, giving up the 3 points, they played pretty tough defense here tonight.
Yeah. So 10-7, probably not the score that we expected here at halftime tonight, but it's the score that we've got. So Osage going to have to do find something that clicks on the offensive end. Defense seems like they're putting it together. Ball control going to be huge tonight going forward. At the time of possession, these possessions, long possessions by both teams, Steve. 5+ minutes on each side. When they have it, they keep it. They want to keep the ball away from the other team. It's just going to be about getting those long sustained drives and then turning them into points. The Indians and the Pintos have both struggled to finish off drives tonight.
Yeah, if you look again at some of the numbers here, really we have more total yards. You don't get any points for having more total yards, but it's just showing, hey, we've been effective in our offense. And again, that first drive, we carried almost the distance of the field, but it just, California was playing us tough. They got the stop on the interception. Again, they had the momentum at that point, but California only has 74 yards rushing at this point, 45 yards passing, so we have more first downs. We have more yards from the line of scrimmage. So things are, in the stats will say things are looking good, but, they don't decide games on stats. They decide games on points. We'll see how we can do in the second half.
It's the penultimate home game of the season for the Indians, as next week is the home finale against Hallsville. The Indians will come in town and take on Osage during homecoming. The parade will be on Monday, your guys' off day from school, and that'll take place, like noon or something?
Noon on Monday, so come out.
Noon down on the strip. They're going to go down there and get some candy and stuff, and you're going to be throwing candy out.
Well,
right?
Are you ready for you got our float ready?
I do have our float ready, yes. It is just the bed of a truck.
That's weak.
The truck
Greg.
doesn't run. We're going to put the truck on a trailer because the truck isn't running, and then we'll throw candy out from the truck.
So did you say just the bed of a truck?
Yeah.
On a trailer.
Yeah.
And so no decorations or anything.
No, I don't have time for that. I got a busy weekend.
We need to talk about this.
Well,
more
what are you
next
doing
year.
that you can't be decorating?
I'm sorry. You said you had that covered.
Oh, I did say. I thought I was taking care of food.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about. We've talked about food the last 2 weeks during halftime, and you've taught me what a great chef you are.
I did.
You have not delivered.
I made spaghetti last night. It was great, and I ate the leftovers today.
How does that help me?
You did. I text you, and you didn't text me back saying you wanted it. I also didn't send the text.
Okay, so now we're just out and about lying on air. Okay, that's fine. Okay, the rules have changed, folks. I got you.
California up here at halftime, 10-7. Again, our next broadcast will be next week right here from School of the Osage, the final home game of the season before we end the season on the road at Southern Boone, at Booneville, and then at Lutheran South in South St. Louis. So come on out and check us out. If you can't come out to the games, much like tonight and every game so far this season, we broadcast them live right here on 102.7, as well as MoSportsZone.com or on YouTube. Search for Mo Sports Zone. You can follow along a live stream of the game. Just follow right along and watch us. It syncs up with our radio broadcast. You can find it on YouTube or go to MoSportsZone.com. Local games include Eldon, Versailles, Camdenton. I think they're going to extend out to Waynesville and some other local lake area schools. Lots of fun. These video productions have been a lot of fun to do this year, and we got a great team.
I feel like they're getting better every week.
Yeah, in spite of us.
In spite of us, right.
In fact, video production is getting better every week.
My wife watched last week. She said it was the best one so far. And I think we had Jackson Gam and Brooke Strickler with us last week. We got Devin Gingero and Katie Meinzer with this week. Again, these are high school students making this magic happen behind the scenes, putting us out on the interwebs, whether you want to see us or not.
For everyone to see.
Yes.
We'll take a break, be back with the rest of the Hy-Vee halftime report after this. You're listening live here on Cool 102.7 Sports and watching us live on MoSportsZone.com.
The Butcher Shop in Camdenton, honored supporter of the Osage Indians and Camdenton Lakers. Come in Monday through Saturday for the finest cuts, entrees, sides, sandwiches, and dinner needs. Always serving fresh hot ribs for Friday night lights. The Butcher Shop Catering, custom catering with our recipes or your grandma's. We cook to order. Customer service is #1 for any event, any size. The Butcher Shop behind Central Bank in Camdenton, a proud supporter of high school sports.
As the bumps and bruises of football season and life build up on our bodies, wouldn't it be nice to soak away those issues in a brand new Bullfrog Spa from Pacific Pools? Enjoy stepping away from the rigors of life, the aches and pains of past and current injuries, arthritis, or stress of the workday. Get yourself into Pacific Pools and order your new Bullfrog Spa today. That now only takes under 21 days to construct and ship. Listen to the Lakers, take the field, all while soaking in your new Bullfrog Spa. Fall returns with the Friday night lights that always make us feel the best kind of nostalgia. Duncan Jewelry is committed to our multi-generational tradition of lending our support to ensure future generations celebrate victories beneath the lights that put the sparkle in the shine. From handmade in-store one-of-a-kind pieces to the industry's top brands, Duncan Jewelry has it all. Stop by Duncan Jewelry and see that pursuing our dream of providing meaningful jewelry to note the great milestones in life is the only play in our book.
From the snap of the ball to the last play of the game, Danner Roofing and Construction specializes in commercial and residential roofing. Danner Roofing and Construction works hard all 4 quarters and completes every job from start to finish with no money down. No time is wasted on the clock, and the seasoned pros bring home the win every time. When your home or business is ready for a roof or repair, depend on Danner Roofing and Construction. 4 generations of roofing experience and the team to get the job done before the whistle blows. Look them up online and Facebook.
Sure, people say vaping is a safer alternative to smoking. It's safer than swimming with sharks while dressed like a seal, flying a kite in the middle of a lightning storm, brushing your teeth with toilet water. Just because people say vaping is safer than cigarettes doesn't make it safe. Do your part. Spread the word and the trend.
This message brought to you by the Miller County Health Center.
If you're a seafood fanatic, then you've got to get to Tucker's Shuckers, where they're serving up fresh fish, shrimp, lobster, and oh yeah, don't forget the oysters. Shuck yeah! But if that's not what you're craving, you're sure to love their steaks, burgers, and wings. Tucker's Shuckers has 28 beers on tap, with happy hour food and drink specials every Monday through Friday, and lots of indoor and outdoor seating on their multi-level patios. Tucker's Shuckers Oyster and Tap. We shuck 'em, you suck 'em at Tucker's Shuckers in Lake Ozark on the Bagnell Dam Strip.
Halftime here between the Indians and the Pintos, live from School of the Osage. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us, coming to you live on MoSportZone.com and YouTube at MoSportZone. California leads 10-7 as the Indians use this 20-minute halftime here tonight to honor some youth football players in the area.
And who are we bringing out? Oh, these are all youth football players. I was thrown by the, I guess we do have some cheerleaders in the mix as well.
I know it's confusing because they look to be between about 4 and 8 years old, and that probably threw you for a loop out there, seeing them. That's the youth football league. This is not.
Well, no, it's the pom-poms at the
okay.
beginning. So I thought maybe it was some kind of mini cheerleading thing.
Look at this.
Until I saw the jerseys coming out after them.
I tell you, they got their celebrations now. Now, if they can score the touchdowns to get the celebrations in there, I don't know, but the celebrations seem to be spot on.
Did they have youth football when you were a young lad, Greg?
I don't remember. I played Little League Baseball. That was pretty much the only sport I was involved in.
Did you do that a number of years, or did you?
I did it like 2.
Okay.
I was afraid of the ball, though.
I was the guy that put out, in like right field that would daydream until, then someone actually hit the ball at you, and then now you're in trouble.
No, I was afraid of the baseball. That thing come flying at me. I don't want to catch. I don't want to put myself in harm's way.
I found this is a football game here, but baseball is such a tough game to watch when they're young.
Yeah.
Right. There has to be some competence developed before baseball is kind of entertaining to watch. It's tough to watch little kids play baseball. I'm sure people might disagree with me on that.
That's your hot take. You can.
Yes.
You can be on the island out there for that one.
You're not going to back me up on that, huh?
No, it's been a long time since I've watched youth baseball. I would assume it probably is a little tough. Look at him. You
got a breakdancer out there.
We got some people out there. They're doing the worm. There's a...
Craig, get back up. Craig, get back up. You can't do the worm.
This is how you do it.
You can't do the worm.
This is how you do the worm. Look up here, kids.
When I was young,
I might have to join that referee now. I got a little leg injury going on.
Well, I'm taking your hat then. I'm taking the hat. You can't keep the white hat if you're going to walk out. They had Mighty Mite football in the town I grew up in. You ever heard of Mighty Mite football?
No.
Yeah, I don't know how widespread that is or if that's in other areas, but I never played football until I was a 7th grader. It was my first year playing school football.
And you probably didn't touch a football all those years, did you?
Before that or during, I was in 7th grade, the backup center.
Okay, so that would you would get to touch the football.
Occasionally got to touch the ball.
I remember when I didn't play football in high school, but my nickname was Mahomes in high school. It was.
Let's think about that.
Okay.
Let's think about that. What was Mahomes doing? I mean, there was Mahomes somewhere doing something, but I don't know that anybody knew who any. I just don't know how that worked.
I don't like the rules, okay? That's what they called me back then. And who would have thought I would be wound up being named after a great quarterback?
Well, maybe it meant something different back then.
No. No, I was great.
Maybe I'm trying to think of what that they were trying or meant to say that you misunderstood.
No, I was a great quarterback. Much like our quarterback, Maverick Trusty. And you know what? I would argue that our quarterback has nicer hair than Patrick Mahomes.
Oh, no, that's no doubt.
He's got better hair than No Doubt, too, the whole band.
Put together?
Yeah.
All their hair together.
All their hair together. He's got nicer hair.
Fair enough.
And you know what? I've enjoyed watching Maverick play football this season. I got to tell you, I'm just as excited to watch him play basketball this winter. I'm excited. It's sacrilegious to say this in September, but I'm excited for this basketball season coming up.
Yeah, it's a number of weeks away, but I think we saw some of those young guys really develop and get some experience last year and just play with so much confidence and to add some experience and growth and strength to that. I tell you, they're not going to be worse this year, and I expect they're going to be quite a bit better.
You know what tomorrow is?
Is it your birthday, Craig?
No, it's the first day of fall.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that.
Can you believe that? Fall is here. I thought August went by fast, and then September showed up. Yeah, this month has just flown by.
Are you a big fall fan?
I like the weather. That's about it.
I'm a big first half of fall fan.
Yeah.
And then if we could just skip then from the first half of fall to the second half of spring.
Okay.
I'm in. Sign me up for that.
So you don't like the snow and all the cold?
I've always said I would rather just my least favorite thing about winter is the short days. I hate, when it's dark when you leave, it's dark when you get home. I'm not a big fan of that. I could deal with the cold if it was like long sunny days. I'd be okay with that.
I mean, the days are getting shorter.
They are.
That is for certain. The chickens used to go in the coop at 7:30, but it's like 6:45 now. That they're in there. Is that not a reference you understand?
That's not a reference that I'm familiar with. We do not have not the kind out of eggs. No, all of our chickens are in shells in the refrigerator, ready to be.
I'm not even going to break this down for you. How wrong that is. So.
Hey, so you did mention. We joked a little bit about the Osage softball team.
Yeah.
Traveling internationally to Cuba.
Week, yes.
And we thought, I was told by none other than the Mr. Brian Dickerson that he was optimistic they were going to win a couple games. Well, they went there and just won the whole tournament.
They won the tournament last week.
They won the tournament.
They are the intercontinental champion of softball at a high school level now with that win in Cuba.
You know what I think would be great? An halftime interview with Coach Alexa Dickerson.
I tell you what, let's get both Dickersons up here.
Oh, great. Together.
They'll have to share a microphone, but yeah.
That would be awkward.
Share a headset.
We'll just give them they'll just take over.
They'll just talk to each other, yeah.
Father could interview daughter.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Listen, I like the guy a lot, but I'm going to tell you one thing Brian Dickerson isn't going to do.
Put a headset on?
He ain't going to come up here on this headset.
He's not going to do it.
Now, his daughter, on the other hand, the softball coach, I would like to get her up here. Talk about the turnaround that this Osage girls softball team has seen this season, picking up a win in international waters down in Cuba. There's a lot to talk about there, because it wasn't a good season last year.
No. And that was her first season, and it was tough for a lot of different reasons, and she could elaborate on that. I'm just speculating. I'm just seeing the record and know that had to be an ordeal to endure, but then to get the reward and the payoff in early success this season, just really excited for them.
I'm going to reach out to my guy to try and set up that interview next week. Steve, can you reach out to her?
I can.
You're my guy.
All right. We may have spilled the beans. Maybe someone's maybe word will get to her even before I'm able to reach out.
I doubt it.
Doubt it. You don't.
I doubt it. People usually turn off the Hy-Vee halftime report.
No.
You think so?
No.
It's the hottest segment in mid-Missouri high school football.
Brought to you by Hy-Vee.
Brought to you by Hy-Vee. And you know what I like? I like going into Hy-Vee, and I like going right to that area where everything's homemade by them. Pizzas, pastas, chickens. It's all good. There's a helpful smile in every aisle, Steve.
I have no argument against that. We live like a mile.
You could walk there. Now that's feasible.
To Hy-Vee.
Walking to work, you're foolish. And I'm still.
I haven't done it again.
Okay, I'm going to die on that hill. But you could walk to Hy-Vee.
I could.
Yeah.
Hy-Vee gets a good chunk of our budget every month. There's no doubt.
And you go there and you can get good hot food. You can eat there.
Are you a Chinese fan?
Yeah.
I know you like say that's
Yeah, I like their Chinese food there. Yeah. There's not much at Hy-Vee I don't like. Maybe the salmon.
Not a fan. You're not a fish guy.
No, they're specific. I don't know. Potato salad. I don't know. I do like
which
fish.
form? Because potato salad comes in like 100 different forms.
You know
it's
what?
hard to say. Do you just
across the board?
You are just rejecting all forms of potato salad.
It's the worst. It's the worst usage of a potato.
I feel like there's somebody out there saying, no, you would not dislike my potato salad.
Yeah,
you
that's right.
You just have not tried my potato salad.
I'm betting everyone out there that's listening agrees with me. You're right, Craig. No potato salad. No.
I'll eat some potato salad.
will you at least agree that it is the worst use of a potato? Can you think of a worse use of potato?
You know what I'm not a fan of? I'm not a fan of scalloped potatoes.
Get out.
I'm just not.
Give me your headset.
I'm not a fan of. I mean, it's not that I won't eat them, but I don't love them.
That's fine.
What's your favorite form of?
Dude, I have the pouch that lets you cook a baked potato in the microwave in like 5 minutes.
You have a what?
There's like a pouch, and you put the potato in the pouch.
It's just one of those as seen on TV kind of things.
Yeah, yeah. I have like 2 of them. I have 2. I rotate between them, yeah. And you can make the baked potato in 5 minutes. Because, see, before, you were having to make it in the oven, and you were just, like you were warming up the oven, and then you put the potato in the oven, and you go like mow your yard for an hour, and come back, you'd be like, it's half done. Not with this pouch.
So you put the pouch in the oven?
No, you put it in the microwave.
Okay, but you could have put it in the microwave before, too.
I could have?
I mean, yeah.
I didn't know this.
Sure.
I didn't.
You didn't know you could microwave?
Pouch.
So we've always, you take the potato, you saran wrap it, you poke holes in it so it doesn't explode and blow up your kitchen. And I think that's about a 10-minute job.
Okay.
So your pouch is just 5 minutes?
Yeah, this pouch is.
Favorite form of cooked potato is the fried potato. Fried potatoes and onions.
Yeah, and you know what? I've come around on that recently, too. Good stuff. You know what? I also big on tater tots lately.
Tater tots are good.
Yeah.
Who has the best tater tots? Hy-Vee.
Hy-Vee's tater tots. Also creamy, but Hy-Vee's tater tots.
Creamy, Sonic. It's hard to mess up a tater tot, isn't it?
You know how they make tater tots? I saw this on a documentary of the potato on YouTube that I watched the other day. Life's really exciting for Craig. He's watching a potato documentary on Wednesday night at home.
You're just looking to soak up information.
Yeah, and see, they make the fries, they cut the fries in the potato, and all the little pieces that are left over, they just shove to the side, and then they take all those little pieces and they make the tater tots.
Oh, so tater tots are just like the leftover French fry.
Yeah, that's how it was made.
That's interesting. Did not know that.
And then did you know that Pringles was actually a tennis ball company, and on the day they opened, they were brought potatoes instead.
Stop.
And then they had the tubes.
Stop.
And
you passed. You've lost me there.
Well, just the fact that you even remotely believe that. Third quarter about to start here. Indians set to kick off. Colonius back to kick it away.
Osage down 7-10.
Short kick. Ball's going to take a bounce and then immediately fielded and brought
Great
down
tackle.
right
Who
at
was
the 24. I think it's Noah Stevens. So the up man had a chance to field that one cleanly for California, but he gets called off of it. Ball bounces on the ground, and then the immediate tackle.
Noah Stevens has just really shown himself to be just a great defender, just a great open field tackler. We say his name a lot. He makes us better.
Third quarter brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement.
Osage needing, a stop here would be big. Give us a chance to take the ball back and make up for those 3 we gave up at the end of the first half.
First possession of the second half. California looking to extend their lead here, up 10-7. Third quarter underway. Friedmeier back in the pistol. Hands it off up the middle, met right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of 1.
Not much going on there. Just a whole bunch of bodies there right in the trenches, just saying pick up a 1. That's generous for sure. I would look for the Pintos to have kind of a balanced attack here, similar to what they had on the first drive. Go back to that recipe of success they had. Trying to get that ball out on the edge, perhaps.
2 wide receivers out left for Friedmeier. Friedmeier takes a snap. Play action, looking deep for his man down the sideline.
Oh, wow.
And DePay, he had it played well, and the ball was thrown behind him. So a quick stop and a catch by Jackson Hensley, and DePay came down awkward on that one. He might have hurt himself. DePay with great defense. The ball was just thrown behind the receiver and him. He was unable to get his head turned around on it in time, and Hensley turned around and made the play. DePay and Childs, the main cornerbacks for this Osage team. So DePay taking a seat here. Steve, at the higher levels, when they bring on these substitutions like this at a position like cornerback, you usually see them take a shot immediately. We'll see if they do that here. Yeah, DePay, arguably the number one corner, him and Childs back and forth on it a lot. He goes out with an injury there.
He defended that well. It was just a great thrown ball. The receiver just, it was just the perfect timing. He went up to get the ball. Great play by the Pintos.
Instead, nope, there's the triple option. Friedmeier gives it off to his man, Volkart. It was funny, there were two guys out there to make the play. I think one of them was Drake Williams, and he and Kimry were next to each other. I don't know if you saw, but Kimry just shoved Williams in the back towards the running back to make the play, and that triple option. Most likely just being like, you get him, I'll keep the quarterback.
Hey, I feel like Osage has done a pretty good job against this triple option.
Yeah, they've not run it a lot, not as much as I thought they would.
No, I agree.
From what I've heard. But Osage has done a good job defending it.
Is that true? You've covered the Pintos much longer than I have, of course. Is that option something they've gone to for years? Or
not in a huge way. Handoff goes up the middle for that little misdirection there. Gain of about 3 makes it now a flag on the play.
Saw 70, I think it was 77 out there. I don't know if he's the one that popped him on that tackle. Isaiah Luttrell. I hope I have that right name there. Boy, it was a great stop.
Yeah, he's low-key made some plays this season. Don't get a lot of love in there at the defensive tackle position.
Well, you're always in the middle of it, though. Your name's not called a lot, but boy, you're...
Personal foul and sportsmanlike conduct on both teams. So those penalties will offset. Hey, that is the original referee out there. You can see him limping around now. We're back to full strength, I guess, in a sense.
Is that the 5th personal foul?
Yeah, there's been quite a few of them. I think there was 3 before, and there was offsetting ones on that play. Look, that referee, he's trying to make it happen. He's trying to make it work out there. Kudos to him.
Brooke Strickler stepping in here. Hey, did you have a game tonight?
Yeah.
And?
We lost.
Okay, I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we've said good things about you tonight. We talked about the tournament at halftime, so.
I can't believe you already went to Cuba and back.
Do you think your coach would give us a halftime interview?
I mean, I could try and cover.
Okay.
There you go. You make that happen.
Point of that, we'd love to see her up here next weekend.
Don't tell her Steve will be here. That might help.
Fair enough.
They've had a hard time working out these penalties tonight. 3rd down and 5 after the offsetting penalties. Big play here for California.
Going to the air. Got his man. Was he inbounds?
Bryant caught it, and they're going to say he was inbounds. Tough play over there. Childs with the best coverage that he could. Credit where it's due, Steve. That was a heck of a pass and a heck of a catch.
Well, he had to really, that's just the athleticism to keep his feet in bounds on that play was impressive. And so California is just taking some chances here and just getting the ball, giving their athletes a chance there on the edges on those long routes, and so far it's working in their favor.
Yeah, DePay still on the sidelines, but they go right after Childs instead of the backup cornerback over there. 9:38 left to go here in the 3rd. California driving down the field. 1st and 10 inside the red zone. Man in motion pre-snap, he gets the pitch. And that is Bryant, and he is just going to speed into the end zone. Breaks 2 tackles and gets into the end zone.
And that's just, that's all him, I feel like.
Yeah.
Because as I was looking at the defensive pursuit on that play, just like we've got this. Yeah. We're going to get him, and he just breaks through it all right into the end zone. Just his speed and athleticism, just, again, California just making some good decisions. Let's get the ball in our skilled players' hands at the right spot at the right time, and it paid dividends. That drive didn't take so long, Greg.
No, it didn't. Well, this Osage offense going to have to respond after that.
10 unanswered if you go back to the 3.
That extra point is good.
Was it real? How in the world did that?
Yeah, it just creeped over the crossbar there. It makes it 17-7. California scores on their first possession of the third. Osage set to receive the kickoff. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Your money management is now manageable. With an account from Central Bank, you'll have all the tools and technology you need to move, manage, and maximize your money the way you want, when you want. And you have the perk of local branches right in your community when you need some one-on-one time. Because we do banking better. Open your account online or in person at any of our convenient locations. Central Bank. Strong roots. Endless possibilities. Member FDIC.
9:31 left to go here in the third quarter of play. First possession of the second half, and the California Pintos drive it down the field and put it in the end zone to make it a 10-point lead.
Yeah, momentum is a big part of the story of these games, and Osage had the momentum, tying the game at 7 with about a minute and a half left in that first half, and then it's been all California. And it hasn't really been a lot of time, a minute and a half at the end of that first half, and 2.5 minutes here, and they've scored 10 straight and really putting the pressure on the Indians here to answer offensively.
Kickoff is up and away. And tracked down, slipping up just past the 30. Isaac Stark returns that one.
DePay still on the sidelines, and again, I just want to brag on Isaac Stark. The guy can step in and do whatever you need him to do. Hey, we need you to step in and take this kickoff. I'm there.
Yeah, we saw him sideline last week over there in Eldon.
Yeah.
Unable to play last week. He would have loved to have been in there. Let's see here. Bolivar 35-14 over Glendale. Lebanon 38-0 over Waynesville. Hallsville 28-16 over Eldon. First down for the Indians. Williams gets it. And trying to go up the middle. Might have gotten one before being brought down. Sets up 2nd and 9. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to go to the bread and butter on this drive, right? Williams was running the ball well there, especially on that last drive that we had. We're going to try to return to that. But I tell you, these Pintos have come out with fire so far in the first few minutes of this second half.
Williams once again just going to get about one before being brought down there. Trusty was under center on that snap. That's going to set up 3rd and long situation. See what Osage dials up here. Kimry back on the field here for the Indians. And I feel like anytime he comes out for an offensive possession, as someone who has watched every Osage game, your eyes are kind of drawn to him. We'll see what happens here.
Yeah, it seems like this year when we've said his name, it's because good things are happening for Osage for sure.
He's out wide here. Man in motion is Stark. Trusty runs back. Now it gives it off to Williams. Williams will slip a tackle and then runs into a couple Pintos and brought down. So kind of a little slip screen there. Trusty ran off to the left and then threw it back towards Williams, who was just inside the line of scrimmage.
At the 37-yard line.
Yep, you're going to have to kick this one away.
Not the possession that the Indians were looking for. Going to put a little pressure on John Kimry here.
No, Trusty's back to kick.
Huh.
Kimry's on the sideline. Now Trusty brings it in. California stays patient though, as it looked like Trusty brought it in from the punt formation and then tried to use the hard count to draw him off sides. Kimry will likely come in and kick it away now.
Now, it seems like that would be effective if Maverick is your tip. If he's the one always punting the ball, that's going to be a setup for a great, maybe potentially successful trick play. But
I think that there are times when Trusty does do some of the punting, because I've seen him in warm-ups do, like he's in the punting drill with Kimry. We just haven't seen him do it in a game. So California likely able to sniff that one out a little bit quicker. Like you said, Steve, if there had been a couple instances this season where Maverick had kicked it away, it's just, when Trusty's booting it like he has, and I would say Trusty's probably more of like the short field kicker, but in most instances, Osage is going for it there. So tried to draw him off sides, didn't work. 4th down and 4. Kimry likely to kick it away here for the Indians.
Well, again, he's shown great talent at flipping the field, and we need him to do that. We'd like to put the Pintos in a place where they've got a long field to cover, give us all kinds of chance to get a stop and come back the other direction.
Good kick from Kimry. Going to take a good bounce, but Bryant's going to field it. And he's going to make a move towards the sideline.
Oh,
Big
there we go.
hit. Childs was chasing down Bryant, and he got hit from behind with a big blindside block. Flag is thrown. And I don't know if that's unsportsmanlike conduct or a personal foul, but it's going to be a big penalty on the Pintos.
So the ball initially placed at, it looks like the 25-yard line, but that's going to change. And so again, Kimry's a part of flipping the field for us.
I gotta tell you, now that we got this hobbled referee back, calls seem to be taking longer. But you know what? You soldier through.
Did he take the hat back? I didn't even.
Yeah, he did. He took his hat back. I believe he said it's morphin' time. Illegal backside block.
Is that a Power Rangers reference?
That's a Power Rangers reference, yeah.
Man,
it looks like the motion he's making.
I think highly of you, Craig, but less now that you've quoted the Power Rangers.
Wow. I'm just shocked you thought highly of me. 1st and 10 for the Pintos. 7:04 left here in the third. A 10-point lead, 17-7. Tight formation here on 1st and 10.
This is I feel like a crucial drive here. If we get the stop here, we're still in this game. If they're able to drive the length of this field and get a score, boy, that puts us in a real tough spot.
And Oden cuts through the defense, enough for a 1st down. Wow. And he got, much like Williams, he got hit at the line of scrimmage and just kind of kept his legs churning.
Oden, who seemed to be, was that late first half or whatever, was hurt, kind of hobbling off the field, but he seems to be okay.
Run the triple option out to the left.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Volkart gets the pitch, but a one-on-one tackle made out there by Noah Stevens. Tackle for loss there. Sets up 2nd down and 13. And again, the triple option being shut down here by the Osage D.
I love the matchup. It's kind of athlete against athlete. And Noah Stevens, almost really the shoestring tackle there, but great defense.
That's all about discipline in that option set. Tight formation once again here from the Pintos. They've got it all bunched up together. Friedmeier takes the snap, now throws it out to his man Bryant, and he is hit by Dooley immediately. And you have to think they have guys zeroing in on Bryant, and right there they throw it back to him for a quick pitch, and Dooley meets him immediately with a tackle. Certainly our first candidate of the night for the Andy Frozen Custard jackhammer hit of the game.
Yeah, we haven't seen a harder hit than that tonight for sure. That was beautiful. I'd love to see that one again. That's enough. We've got to bring the telestrator and replay.
Telestrator. That's what we need.
And replay. Both of them. I guess let's go to
Get it together, video people. We need a telestrator. They're having to Google what a telestrator is. Rolling out to the left. Friedmeier looking for a man. Throws it out. Almost picked off. He was way behind his target. Childs tried to make the interception. Ball falls helplessly to the ground. Incomplete. So it's going to be a turnover on downs. Osage will get the ball back here.
That's the stop we needed. And it came from a couple just tough defensive plays. That was Noah Stevens, and was it Dooley there as well? Back to back, just great tackles, great stops. That's the answer we needed to the momentum that the California Pintos have built there at this point of the game.
Punt is away. Stark back to field it. Takes an Osage bounce. And Osage will start with the ball inside California territory as that ball was down at the California 46. So a short field here for the Indians on this possession. Need to put it in the end zone now.
And again, that tells you, boy, sometimes you watch the other team do things and it makes you so grateful for what we have. You know, again, the effectiveness of a Kimry punt, being able to flip the field, really California needed that in that instance. They didn't get it, right? We're getting the ball with a short field, just a chance to really steal the momentum here as we come in, you know, about 5 minutes left in this third quarter. Hey, no one's leaving this one early tonight.
No. It better not be.
Well, unless Jason Allen's here.
No, he's not. Okay. He's not. He's in Eldon sending me score updates there. I don't think he'd like being called out for leaving early.
Did he let you know that?
No. Not that it matters. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Handoff goes to Williams up the middle. Able to break one tackle. Looks like they're going to be a little gracious and give him 2 yards there. And we talked about Williams wearing down the defense here in the first half to try and get something going in the third and fourth quarter. Really haven't seen that pay dividends yet. But you like to see Williams break a big one off here.
Well, when it comes down to it, you know, it's a little bit predictable, but this is your guy.
Yeah.
Williams and Colonius, these are your two-headed running monster, and if they can't do it, we're going to be a hard place. But look at that. Hey, that's Dane DePay.
Yeah, DePay back out on the field. Trusty finds him out in the flats, and then DePay makes his move. Enough for a Surdike Yamaha first down for the Indians. Nice throw there by Trusty. It's so hard when you're running to the left like that and you're throwing out to the left. Kind of going away from your good hand there. So a good throw there by the quarterback. Finding his man, and then DePay doing enough to get the first down. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Trusty hands it off to Colonius, coming right side, trying to get out to the edge. Able to break a tackle. Bryant there to meet him, just shy of the first down, but Colonius going to pick up about 8 yards there. Thought they might have called a hold there on the exterior lineman, as he basically tackled the defender to the ground, but no call. Looked like a clean block. Colonius picks up about 7.
Well, every time he touches the ball, he runs hard. They had some space for him. He was going to get some yards, but at least half of that was just from his effort.
Kimry split wide out left. Handoff goes to Williams, and he's met in the backfield, and I think he might actually lose a yard on this one first time tonight.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of the key to stopping him is getting beyond that line of scrimmage, making him alter his path before he's even able to gain any momentum. When he's running downhill, when he hits that line of scrimmage, he's hard to stop. But and we've talked about this every week, when you get him moving horizontally instead of vertically, that changes everything.
3rd and 4 from the 30. Trusty brings the play in from the sideline. Definitely 2-down territory here, down by 10 in the third quarter. Trusty with Williams and Colonius around him. Need to get some positive yards here. Trusty rolls out. Has a man, just can't quite get the ball out there to him. If he wasn't being chased back there in the backfield, boy, oh boy, he had a player behind the defense there. The pressure just a bit too much. And he is brought down, just a loss of 1, though.
Going to go down as I assume a sack there.
Yeah.
And that brings up a crucial 4th down here.
And Trusty bringing the play in. 4th down and 6. See what the Indians do here.
Osage trailing 7-17 with under 2 minutes left in this third quarter.
3 wide receivers out to the right. Yeah, that's going to be a false start. Receiver got a step over there. I don't know if that changes what they're going to do now.
Increasing the level of difficulty here with that penalty. Fourth and long. That's going to, obviously, we're looking for the ball to be put in the air.
This might be a trusty punt situation. We'll see what happens here. He's back in the shotgun, man in motion, heading out to the right. His Childs. Trusty back to throw, looking for a man over the middle. Has DePay, had a step on him.
There was the flag.
There's a flag.
There's the flag.
As the receiver did not turn his head on that one. A very well thrown ball. And DePay had a step on his defender, and the defender closed the gap because he never turned his head back. And a defensive penalty called on the Pintos here.
Hey, I love that play because everybody in the stands knew, hey, that was no secret. Hey, we got to throw the ball down the field, and it was just a beautiful play. Great route by DePay. Great throw by Trusty. Put it into the ball in the place where really that's the only thing the defender could do. We're having a little confidence out here in midfield, working it out.
Pass interference on the defense.
Against California.
Now, Steve, why do you think they walk it off here? Why don't you think they're just like, it's 15 yards. Surely Osage has measured their field out correctly. No, you gotta march it off.
They'll spot that ball at about the 22-yard line.
I know you have aspirations of being a football referee, so you're not going to answer that.
Yeah, I don't want to burn any bridges here.
No. Why would you?
It's, it's pageantry, Greg.
Yeah.
It's pageantry.
Oh, yeah. It's all about the game. 1st and 10 for the Indians, just outside the red zone. Ball goes to Colonius. He works the right side, slips 2 tackles, and now into the secondary.
There?
And he got lit up there.
Woo,
Big
what a
hit
hit
from Volkart. But Colonius takes the contact, gets into the Crown Power and Equipment red zone, and real close to a Sir Ike Yamaha first down.
They are moving the chains.
Yeah, it is. So Osage with a chance to get a first down inside the 3 now. Coming up on a minute left to go here in the third. This Indian offense driving down the field once again. Trusty hands it off to Williams.
Got a flag here.
And this one might be that holding I was talking about earlier. They say you can call holding on every play. But why would you want to?
They're talking to the California sideline, it looks like. Holding it is.
On offense.
Those holding calls, man, just drive killers.
Yep.
We're looking at 47 and a half seconds left in this third quarter. Again, Osage down 7-17, but driving. And it looked like Williams is running downhill.
Mm-hmm.
Good carry for him. We're going to bring that back a bit.
It feels like the officials are talking to like the captain players about these penalties, doesn't it? Like I feel like we haven't seen that this season, have we?
Well, I thought that was, I have paid attention.
I think that's what you're supposed to do,
yeah,
but I don't remember seeing it this much. A lot of conversations happening out there. The referees never talk to us.
Well, they'd be better off if they did.
Well, I could probably correct a few calls.
They need a headset. We need some direct communication here.
3 wide receivers outright. 1st and 17 for the Indians. Trusty looking right. Now he's going to hand it off to Williams.
What
Williams
a play.
Got a lot of room on the left side. He's getting a block downfield, but they're going to call a holding penalty as Williams gets into the end zone. I think they're going to get the wide receiver out there for holding.
I tell you what, that was a beautiful play.
Yeah, well drawn up. Everyone had to sell it perfectly, and then you execute it like you want to, and you get holding here at the very end.
Did he trick you? He tricked me. He faked me out for sure. I thought Trusty was in trouble, and all of a sudden the ball's going the other way in Williams' hands.
Yeah, a great sell job by everyone. Complete misdirection.
So it's coming back. That's 2 holding penalties in a row. So a 4th and 17 is going to turn into.
No, 1st and 17.
I'm sorry. What did I say?
4th.
I said 4th?
Yeah,
oh my
you did.
Goodness, what is my brain
Unbelievable.
thinking? So 1st and 17 is going to turn into 1st and we're going to add 10 to that maybe? Depends on the spot of the foul, right?
Coach Shelley doesn't look like he agrees with that call.
Passionately.
Yeah, he is. I think no, don't call that referee over. don't make that referee walk over there.
It's going to be a while, folks.
Don't make that referee come in. Just there you go. Walk out and meet him. And, this is the referee that got injured on the very first drive of the night. Looked like he suffered a leg injury. He walks like me every morning when I get out of bed.
Hey, I tell you what.
That's how I look.
Jolly,
I'm just stumbling around.
It's not just – this is a choreographed protest.
Yeah.
He is passionately, vehemently, and showing – he's got visual aids and sign language here even with
I bet he's wishing he had a telestrator. Let's go down to the field to Rob Adams. And Rob, did that look like a hold down there? Yeah, okay. Thanks, Rob, for that. Rob is currently Googling what holding is. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians. 32 seconds left to go as this Indian team trying to get this crowd excited. And now California wants their fans to get excited. And now everyone's just yelling.
Okay, I see what happened. So we get some of the yards from, from the carry.
Yeah, 1st and 9, I guess, from
about the 12.
Yeah, makes sense. Trusty looking right, now back left, has a man over there. DePay's going to catch it.
A
and
touchdown!
They're going to give the touchdown. What a precise pass and an even better catch from DePay. Only place that DePay could have come down with it. That is where Trusty put it. And DePay tiptoes into the end zone. Just trickles that toe right on the line. And Osage gets a touchdown. What a throw, what a catch.
I don't know how he did it. I mean, again, we're pretty far away, but I thought for sure he was going to be out of bounds. That was tremendous. And Osage really trying to, 2 holding calls in a row and really 2 touchdowns in a row as well. Of course, the one called back for the second holding penalty. And it's good.
17-14, third quarter winding down to a close. California set to receive the kickoff, up by 3. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Where'd you get that grin? Right above your chin.
Why is everyone smiling? Because key lime pie concretes are back, of course, and they're bursting with flavor. Starting with the world's finest vanilla frozen custard, they add a whole slice of sweet and tangy key lime pie, crust and all. It's all part of the summer of smiles at Andy's Frozen Custard.
Top your day with a smile.
Hey folks, stop by now for one of our brand new hand-spun caramel apples, available in 3 delicious flavors at your local Andy's on the Parkway.
Osage puts it in the end zone close to the end of the fourth quarter, makes it 17-14 after the extra point.
What a drive.
What a long and arduous drive there, especially towards the end, but Osage able to punch it into the end zone. A beautiful pass from Trusty and a great catch from DePay, wind up with 7 on the board for the Indians.
It doesn't have to look easy and it doesn't have to look pretty, but that one had some pretty plays. But boy, that was a tough drive. California made us earn that one.
Now the Indians set to kick off.
And again, this is why you love high school football, or just any kind of football. Just the trading of punches. So far, Osage being able to score in that third quarter is big. Answer the call, get themselves back in the game. Get a stop here, come back the other way, and we'll be in good shape.
Kickoff fielded, trying to bring it back the other way. Brought down just past the 20. Nice job there by the Osage special teams. California will take over with 20 seconds left to go here in the third. First and 10 from the 21. Love to see another stop here from this Indian defense. We'll see what Friedmeier wants to do here. Walker Friedmeier, wide receiver last year, quarterback this year. Handoff goes to Bryant up the middle. He's hit by Stevens, a hard hit by Stevens. And Bryant taken down after a gain of about 6 or 7, likely last play of the third quarter, brought to you by Lowe's Home Improvement. And it will be. We got one more quarter coming up. This one's a 3-point game. The Pintos up 17-14 over the Indians. Final quarter of action coming up after the break. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
Dooley Overhead Doors has been the trusted name around the lake area for dependable and quality garage doors. Great customer service with an outstanding reputation. Dooley Doors delivers the highest professionalism start to finish. Download their app and look them up online. Dooley Overhead Doors, conveniently located past School of the Osage on Highway 42, and is a proud sponsor of Osage Indians football.
Honor, pride, hard work, and integrity. Cornerstones for Osage Indian football. And Michelle Lewis Caldwell Banker Lewis & Associates. With 23 years experience and a team built on playing every down, you can reach the end zone buying or selling a home with the Michelle Lewis team. Backed by 100 years of the Caldwell Banker brand. Michelle Lewis & Associates fight hard every quarter for your real estate deal. Huddle up at their Stonecrest Mall office and let them win for you. Online and Facebook.
Back here at School of the Osage High School, a 3-point game as the Pintos are up 17-14 over the Indians. Craig Allen alongside Steve Adams, Justin Wassel back in the studio for us. Robert Adams down on the sideline checking in with our rules coordination.
Couldn't do it without him.
Wouldn't that be awesome if he actually did? Wouldn't that be awesome?
Hey, I tell you what. We give him a hard time. He's not a football guy, but
no.
he is a smart guy.
Yes.
Rob Adams is one of the smartest guys I know.
Right behind me. Second down and 4 for the Pintos.
You read my mind.
Yeah,
I was about to say that.
I knew what you were going to say.
You stole my thunder.
Knew what you were going to say. Friedmeier. Play action, now looking out to the right. He's going to hang on to it, makes a move past one defender, gets a block down the field, and scampers out of bounds with the first down.
That's kind of a play they've been setting up all night, right?
Yeah.
Just everything, that option, you just kind of keep making maybe the same decision every time. That's the first time he's kept
Flag
it.
is down, by the way. Yeah, that was actually because coverage there from the Indians was there, and then Friedmeier really had no choice but to take off with the football. They're going to say no flag. They're going to put it away.
All right, so a first down for the Pintos. We're going to spot that at the 41-yard line, looks like. Osage able to get the big stop the last time the Pintos had the ball. California's trying to change the script here a little bit.
Jumbo formation here for the Pintos. 3 running backs in. Ball goes up the middle. Gain of about 4 before being met. Right around the 45-yard line. Sets up 2nd and 6 for California.
And honestly, this is the kind of drive that would work really well from California. Get 4 or 5 yards in a chunk. Just keep moving those sticks. You result in a score, extend that lead to 10, and that puts Osage in a tough spot. They don't have to be fancy here. They just got to keep getting first downs.
Yeah, it's all about time of possession and controlling the football right now if you're California.
You said that so much more succinctly than I did. Ball and turf.
Fumble
Picks
snap.
it right back up.
Friedmeier looking for somewhere to go with it, and he is brought down.
Didn't lose a lot of yards, but a couple there. We're going to put the ball back about maybe the 47-yard line.
I think it was Landon Hall and Isaiah Lettrell there to bring him down. This crowd getting into it here. 3rd down and long for this Pinto team. A big-time play here in the 4th quarter coming up. Going to have major ramifications on this game. Friedmeier back in the pistol. 3 wide receivers outright for him. Rolls out to the right.
Bringing some heat.
Looking to hang on to it. Now throws it deep. Childs trying to come down with it.
No way.
They're going to say incomplete. I tell you what, he made the catch, an extremely athletic catch there from Chase Trimble. They're going to say incomplete, though. I got to tell you, in high school, all you got to have is 1 foot down, Steve. I'm not arguing with the call, but that was a pretty athletic catch.
It was close enough to make it interesting for sure. And what a great pass, because I tell you, it felt like the entire Osage defense was pursuing Friedmeier right there, and he just kind of off his back foot throws it up.
In only a place where his guy could get it, because Childs had a beat on it.
I thought Childs might come up with the interception.
4th down and 8.
4th down and going for it.
Yeah,
well,
and they're going to that causes Coach Jolly to take a timeout because he had Stark in the game back in a punt return formation. That timeout may loom large. 4th and 8, not in their own territory. I couldn't imagine them going for it from here unless they have a play that they really like a lot.
That's that whole risk-reward thing. If you get the first down, you get a first down. But man, if you don't get that and you give the Indians a short field when they already have the momentum in the game, I don't see the real payoff there. I think you punt the ball, try to flip the field a little bit, and live to fight another day here.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. And that could have just been employed to make Coach Jolly burn a timeout, you know?
And that's effective. I mean, Osage is down to 1. Let's see how they set up here.
They are going to bring Friedmeier back out. Now, whether he can punt for them, I don't know. They got Stark playing deep center field. He's going to move up a little bit. Friedmeier backs up now into a punt formation. He'll take it and kick it. And what a kick from Friedmeier. That's going to have to take a really good Osage bounce, and it does so into the end zone. Yeah, that was in dangerous territory there to be down near the 1. Instead, it'll go helplessly into the end zone and set up 1st and 10 for the Indians here at the 20. A chance for Osage to take the lead.
Oh, the stage is set. Down by 3 here. A big, long drive here. Take the lead. Drain some clock. However, I tell you, there's lots of 10 minutes left on this clock, and the Pintos have shown they can score in a hurry here. So I think we're going to have to we're going to need to score here, and we're going to need to play some defense as well.
You got a lot of stuff going on there. First things first.
Sorry, getting ahead of myself.
Yeah, just stay behind me.
I'll do what you say.
1st and 10 for the Indians at the 20. Trusty Williams and Colonius. Handoff goes to Williams. He looks to slip to the right side. Got back to the line of scrimmage before being brought down. Sets up 2nd and 10 for the Indians.
You know, we've alluded to it many times that Williams tends to wear teams down. This would be the kind of drive that we'd love to see him do that. In fact, in the last 2 games, as I remember, Williams has popped off some long carries late in the game. That wasn't an example of it. We'd love to see that happen for him right here on this drive.
2nd and 10 from the 20. 9:30 left to go in the 4th. Ball goes to Colonius on the right side. He's got a blocker over there. And here comes the flag in. And it feels like every time Osage gets something going, a flag brings them back. And there is a penalty and holding on the Indians. And that is going to be a killer because that's going to be about 2nd and 20 now.
Yeah, they already had a long field in front of them, and this is not going to help our case at all.
Holding against Osage. 10-yard penalty remains 2nd down.
Hey, you know, a big gain like there for Colonius, brought back like that, winds up being an overall net loss of, what, about 30 yards because he gained 10 or 15, and then you got to come back 10. So 2nd and 20 now from the 10 for the Indians. Down by 3 here in the fourth quarter. 9:17 left to go against the Pintos of California.
You hate that because that's not really California. That's not the defense stopping you. That's you stopping yourself.
3 wide receivers out left for Trusty. As we wait for the head official to get into place. Trusty takes a snap, heads out left. Looking for a man, has him out there. That's Landon Childs. He's trying to slip his way back through. Gets just past the original line of scrimmage, and that's going to set up 3rd down and 8 for the Indians. Nice play there from Osage, overloading the one side. Trusty going through his reads and finds Childs for a 12-yard gain.
Pick up a 12, he's at the 3rd down and 8.
Big play here from the Osage offense.
I love that Childs was fighting for every bit he could. I guess he could have turned towards the sideline and maybe gotten out of bounds, but he wasn't interested in that. He wanted more real estate.
4 wide receivers set for Trusty. He's got a man in motion. That's Landon Childs. Trusty looking right, throws it over the middle. Somehow, DePay comes up with it. An argument could have been made for interference of some kind. He gets tripped, falls to the ground, but winds up with it. Nice grab by DePay. That's good enough for a Serdike Yamaha first down. Here in the fourth quarter, brought to you by Meeks Lumber, the builder's choice. 8 minutes to go. Osage still with the football with a Serdike Yamaha first down. 1st and 10 from the 32.
Well, I really feel like this part of the passing game has been an added element this week. I'm loving seeing that come to our game.
Colonius trying to go right, slips off one tackle, moves up the middle, picks up about 2 or 3 there.
Alexis Indiano on the stop.
Spot the ball at about the 34-yard line, it looks like.
Yeah, and they had him, they were waiting. The California defense was out there on the edge. Colonius had to cut it back inside. There was just nothing doing there. 7.5 to go now, 2nd down and 8. Four wide receiver set for Trusty. They're going to run the reverse. Landon Childs has it. Gets a block. He's looking to throw. Does so. And gets it out to DePay. Now DePay makes a move on the sideline. Brought down at midfield. So they run the reverse. The linemen hold their spots. And Childs fires it in for DePay. Haven't seen that all season.
Well, I love, just again, the play calling here by Osage. It's getting creative. We're getting a little unpredictable here. Kind of throwing the Pintos off balance. I love it.
Another Serdike Yamaha first down. You know, Childs had room over there coming off the edge. It looked like he could have ran if he wanted to. Instead, found DePay downfield for the Serdike Yamaha first down. Now Trusty hands it off to Williams. Williams met right after getting the handoff. That might be a loss of 1 on that one.
And again, when the Pintos get in the backfield and make Williams alter, his approach to the line of scrimmage, it's a no-go.
2nd and 10. Osage trying to control time of possession here, keep the ball away from this California offense. 2nd and 10, right near midfield, the 49-yard line. Coming up on 6 minutes to go.
Williams coming off the field. Looks like he's going to get a breather. I think he took a pretty good pop on that one.
Trusty rolls out to the left. Looking for a man, has him. DePay takes a shot right as he grabs it, and he's brought down, a gain of about 5 there. Last week we saw Trusty be a little patient, wait for the play to develop, and throw it over the top to Kimry. Tonight, a lot of quick hits from the quarterback. Guys making their move right just past the line of scrimmage, and Trusty getting it out to him.
I saw a quote here, keys to the game, and this was a quote of Coach Jolly's about, hey, what of our expectations here? Continue to grow and win in week 10. And what I'm seeing here in this game is we're developing a part of our offense, our passing game here, that's going to make us pretty potent here.
3 wide receivers out right on 3rd and 4. Trusty looking over the middle, hits Kimry in the hands, falls incomplete. And now a big-time 4th down coming up. Osage going to have to go for it here in California territory.
Just a little high there, but Kimmery had his fingertips on it. Too bad he couldn't bring that down. Well, when you look at the time here, 5:21, as you said, fourth quarter, down by 3. This is it. This is the biggest play of the night so far for Osage for sure.
Trusty, 4 wide receivers out. Takes the snap, rolls out to the right. Looking for his man, floats it up.
There we go.
And coming down with it is DePay. Woo! An extremely tough pass to make, but our quarterback makes it, and DePay comes down with it. Nice catch by him. First down for the Indians. A Serdike Yamaha first down, right at the 35.
I love they went to the air there. Again, 4 yards. You could try to rush the ball there with Williams or Colonius, but hey, we've got a whole other element of our game here you have to deal with.
Handoff goes to Williams. He's working the left side, splits through the line of scrimmage, gets about 5 before he's brought down, sets up 2nd and 5. Right at the 30-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go here in the fourth. Osage down by 3, 17-14.
And now the Pintos just have to be guessing. We've shown some effectiveness passing the ball here. They already know we can run the ball. When you get a 2nd and 5, and the whole playbook's open.
Trusty takes a snap, hands it off to Williams. Tries to split a defender. Near the first down marker. Going to be brought down, though, after about a gain of 3. That'll set up 3rd down and 2. It's all about execution here, Steve, down the stretch. These linemen got to hold their blocks. Give Williams, Colonius, and Trusty time to make their moves. Under 4 minutes to go now here. 3rd and 2 at the 27. Trusty under center. Hands it off to Colonius, going right. Colonius slips through a tackle, gets enough for another Serdike Yamaha first down. Needed 2, got 3. Nice job by Colonius.
Spotting the ball at, the 24-yard line, it looks like?
Yep. 1st and 10 with 3:40 left to go here.
Osage bleeding the clock here. Kind of threading that needle of bleeding the clock in, getting the score, and, if it can work out perfectly, you don't leave them with much time to answer.
Trusty takes the snap, hands it off to Williams. He's trying to get out to the edge, does so, knocked out of bounds after about a yard. Sets up 2nd and 9.
Williams seems to do better when he's running the edge, where you can get him that pitch, kind of get him out there on the edge before he gets the ball. Again, when you get him running to that horizontally there, he's not quite as effective.
3:20 left to go. Ball at the 24-yard line. 2nd and 10 for the Indians. Williams, Trusty, Colonius in the backfield. And the handoff goes to Williams. And he is brought down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe a gain of 1. Sets up 3rd down and 9. 3 minutes left to go here in the fourth. Osage down by 3. 17-14.
Yeah, California's defense stiffening up here as we're close to the red zone.
Third down and 9. Clock running. Trusty back in the pistol. Steps back to throw. Looking right. DePay makes his move. Goes up. Ton of contact. And it's going to be intercepted in the end zone. Tough play out there. DePay had one-on-one defense. Trusty put it in a spot where DePay could come down with it just off his fingertips, and the defender comes down with it.
Yeah, 2 minutes and 30 seconds left.
And Osage can only stop the clock once.
Something surprising is going to have to happen here to change the fate of this one. You know, and that's just giving your athletes a chance, right?
Yeah. And third down and 9.
Third down and 9. Let's have our throw it to our best receiver, give him a chance. Safety closed in, turned into double coverage, got the INT.
There's that triple option. Friedmeier going to hang on to it. Osage only able to stop the clock one time here.
That's tough. You know, that's that same end zone that we had the interception there coming down at that first drive of the game. So California kind of bookending the night. The first possession of Osage and the last possession of Osage with just making some impressive defensive plays and getting the pick.
False start on the Pintos as they were trying to down the football there. Take a knee.
Legal procedure against the Pintos. 5-yard penalty remains second down.
I think it's 2nd and 15. 1:40 left to go here. Osage down by 3. Oh, wow, and the clock gets to run down after the offensive penalty. That's
I was surprised by that.
Even worse there for the Indians. Bryant runs to the left. Osage comes up with the stop.
Clock ticking down to about a minute.
Yeah, going to be about, if they can get a stop here on 3rd down, there's going to be about 30-ish seconds left in this game.
Brings up a 3rd down and 15.
Probably about 20, I'd say, once the play is run. Osage will take a timeout once they can get a stop here.
Looks like it's California calling the timeout.
Yeah, California will take a timeout.
Timeout, California.
With 33 seconds left. So if Osage can get a stop here on this 3rd down play, they'll call a timeout. And California will have to punt the ball away with about 25 seconds left or so. An extremely hard-fought game here tonight by both teams.
Well, it's been the best game we've seen so far this year, I feel like. I mean, in terms of just two teams well-matched, just, you know, trading punches. You know, you could say, we could talk about that Moberly game when we were in that game, but I felt like that game, the whole game felt like we were just a little bit, we just weren't quite there with them. We competed with them, but they just seemed like the better team that night on that particular Friday. But I tell you what, this one the whole time, it seems like it could have gone to either team. And we're going to play out every second here. 33.4 seconds left on the clock. 3rd down and 15.
The handoff goes up the middle. Coach Jolly takes his timeout with 29 seconds left. So California will have to punt the ball away. Osage will get possession back, but have no timeouts to work with. You just want to give your team a shot at this point, Steve.
Well, and you never know what's going to happen with the punt. Weird things can happen with those special teams. Putting the pressure on California to execute. They want to flip that field. They want to give Osage make sure they have a long ways to go in about 20-ish seconds. You know, Osage, I feel like they have the athletes to pick up some yards and chunks, but we've seen on the other side of the ball, the Pintos have some pretty good athletes themselves.
You're going to have to make it a short field situation here. You're going to need it right around midfield if they're able to get this punt off.
So Isaac Stark out here looking to receive the punt.
Fourth down and 12 for the Pintos. They're up by 3, 17-14, 29 seconds left to go here in the 4th. An extremely short kick going to go out of bounds right at midfield. A line drive kick, and it's literally going to be first down and 10 right at the 49, they say. No timeouts for the Indians. Clock stops after first downs.
Clock stops and it doesn't restart until the resumption of play. Is that how that works? Okay.
Yeah, until the referee signal.
Hey, and we have seen, we're going to need some chunks here, but.
And the way that this referee is moved tonight gives you some time to work with.
We know that, we're down by 3, and we do have a kicking game if it comes to that. If we can get
3 receivers outright for Trusty. Noah Stevens on the left for him. Trusty back in the pistol. Ball at the 50-yard line. The Osage down by 3 with 23 seconds left to go. Trusty rolls out to the right. Throws it underneath. Made sure Kimry didn't come up with it, though. Smart play there by Trusty. If you're not going to get it past the first down marker, you got to make sure that you put it in a position where it's not going to keep that clock running. Osage without timeouts.
Second down to 10. What do you think? We need to get a good, get it to the 20?
Yeah, I think you got to look over the middle of the field here. You got to trust that, the clock's going to run as soon as the referee calls for it, but you got to get enough yards over the middle of the field. You have to get the first down. But this California secondary is packing it in. They're not going to give up the sideline. 4 wide receivers set for Trusty. Rolling out to the right once again. Being chased. Kimry has it.
Did he get it? Did he get it?
They're going to say he got out of bounds, at the 45.
Not the chunk that we need, but we do stop the clock. 12.7 seconds left. California bringing the heat. They're not, certainly not going to let Trusty just kind of set up in the pocket and examine his options. They've got him on the move.
Trusty back in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Looking for Kimry, who slipped and fell out in the flat. That would have stopped the clock and given them a chance to spike it. Now comes up 4th down with 8 seconds left.
It's tough when you're just not getting the time to let the routes develop, to be able to get the chunks that you need here.
They got so many people back in the secondary, too, that routes are having a hard time developing.
Yeah, we got 8 pass defenders, it looks like.
Everybody running deep. Trusty going to throw it up into the air.
And
I think that one's going to be intercepted as well, and that means California will bring home this victory here tonight. Trusty looking for Childs over the middle. Pass is intercepted. Everybody knew what Osage was trying to do there. California will take a knee and bring this one home. A hard-fought game here tonight. 17-14 going to be the final score in this one.
Yeah, and that's just one of those situations where not all interceptions are the same. You're in a position where we just got to go for it. We just got to throw it up there and see what happens. And when you have 8 defenders back there protecting your routes, it's tough.
Wait for this final play to go off before we call it here tonight. California will take a knee, and this one will come to a completion. 17-14. Osage will fall to 1-4 on the season. After this one, California moves to 3-2. Osage will be back home next week, the final home game of the season, where they'll take on Hallsville for homecoming. Parade on Monday, game on Friday night. We'll have the broadcast for you right here on 102.7. We'll take a break. Be back with the high-tech auto body post-game show. You're listening to Cool 102.7 Sports.
For more than 100 years, Meeks Lumber has been serving customers in Arkansas, California, Nevada, and closer to home right here on Highway 42 in Lake Ozark. Whether you're a professional builder or a do-it-yourselfer, Meeks has the supplies you need to finish a project from foundation to the finish work. Stop in and let's start building something great together. Meeks, proud supporter of Osage Indians and high schools everywhere. Are you looking for a great place to work and call home? Our Vet is accepting qualified applicants to any of its central locations, Lynn Creek, Lori, and Ashland. Our Vet has state-of-the-art facilities, excellent customer service, and team spirit when it comes to serving its furry family members. Top salaries, custom employment packages, and executive housing available for accepted applicants. Our Vet supports continued education, benefits, and the best opportunity for a meaningful career in the Ozarks. Please deliver your resume at any location and check us out on Facebook.
American Sun Control and Powder Coating is your powder coating and railing specialist at the lake. We can custom design new railings for your deck or pool area, or make your existing railing look like new again. Maybe it's time to enhance your outdoor living space with a new screened-in porch or room. Our 40 years of experience is your assurance of total satisfaction. Check us out online or Facebook. That's American Sun Control.
Hi, this is Greg at Surdak Yamaha of Lake of the Ozarks. Since we've been doing this for over 50 years, everyone asks, how is business during the slowing economy? Well, it's simple. When the economy is robust, people buy boats, motorcycles, and bourbon. When the economy gets weak, people buy boats, motorcycles, and bourbon. So here is a winning investor strategy. Buy your bourbon from one of the lake's great restaurants and bars, and buy your boats and motorcycles from Surdak Yamaha of Lake of the Ozarks today, before we run out again. If Boat and Wave Runner rental is more your style, we just received a brand new fleet of G3 pontoons, wave runners, and Four Winds boats. Visit SurdikeBoatRental.com.
You ride on a reputation at Gary Surdike. You ride on a reputation. You ride on a reputation.
Back here at School of the Osage High School High-Tech Auto Body Postgame Show. Osage falling short in this one, 17-14. California coming in and picking up a big conference win for them tonight. Osage moving to 1-4 on the season. And you talked about it last week in a positive light, Steve, where Osage won the penalties in the turnover game, and they lost both of them here tonight. And just gave the Pintos extra possessions, and all it took was one possession tonight to get that win.
Yeah, boy, the numbers of the second half. Sometimes you find the story in the numbers. And when I look at our rushing yards, first half we had 24 rushes for 112 yards. And second half we had 15 rushes for 32 yards. I mean, again, running the ball, that is our bread, that is our butter. That's what we have to establish first. And California, where they grabbed the momentum there at the end of that first half and into the very first of that third quarter there, and just I think maybe put us in a position where felt like we had to change our game a little bit. Williams, who we have been accustomed to, even in the losses we've had this year, to accumulating some pretty significant yards in that second half, and for us to walk away with only 32 yards rushing the ball, that's telling. That's certainly telling when you look at the outcome of the game. Now, our boys competed. Man, that was a fight. That's a fight like we haven't seen all year. You commented on the penalties. I think both teams, boy, they're going to have some conversations. When you have a fight like this and you have 5 personal foul penalties, I mean, those can be game changers. And they were on that end of that 1.5.
The drive, yeah.
That drive at the end of the first half, and they were able to get 3 from us. Hey, that's the difference in the ball game right now.
And still, the Osage defense gave the offense a chance to go out there and win the game. They gave up the touchdown on the first possession of the second half and then kind of clamped down on this California defense, started kind of taking away what California was doing well and really putting the California offense in some uncomfortable situations, just unable to bring it home tonight. And it stinks. You hate to say it. You hate to talk about it because they're kids, Steve. They're just they're high schoolers, and they want to win, and they're doing everything that they can to try and win these games. But it's tough when you fall short like this, 17-14 here.
Boy, I can tell you what, a much different game than we saw last year, right? I was looking at the score, 54-30. We took the win last year, an offensive party last year, and this was definitely a battle of the defenses here tonight. The score was 10-7, half, I'm pretty sure. So both teams score a touchdown here in this second half. Again, just long, time-consuming drives, and then sometimes you throw in the stops in there. And California just got the plays that they needed at the right time.
Looks like Coach Jolly's coming up to join us here. He's just about 30 seconds away or so. Want to go ahead and plug next week's broadcast. I'll come to you live. It's the final home game of the season, coming to you from from School of the Osage against the Hallsville Indians. That's also homecoming week. Parade on Monday, game on Friday. Again, that's the final home game of the season next Friday night against Hallsville before 3 road games to wind up the season. So the home schedule comes to an abrupt end next week before 3 games after that. Coach Jolly joining us up here for the post game, getting his headset on and getting set up here. Coach, thanks for joining us here for the postgame. A hard-fought back-and-forth battle, a very physical matchup with a California team. This was a game last year that was extremely high-scoring, pretty low-scoring affair here tonight.
Yeah, I mean, we knew it was going to be. They're much improved than they were last year. And, it just took it out a little bit. We didn't respond very well in some situations. We had some opportunities to make plays, and we chose some other routes on some things, but take a look at the film and see where we're at, but I'm pretty frustrated.
In the first half, it seemed like California was kind of getting some things that they wanted on the offensive end. You took the triple option away from them, defended it pretty well all night. They were getting their guys into space and trying to make plays, and then you took that away from them, really shutting them down there in the second half on the defensive end.
Yeah, no, we played pretty good. I mean, somebody with 14 points and a field goal, give yourself a chance to win. We just didn't put the 3 phases together. We made a couple ill-advised judgments on punt return that I think cost us a lot of field position. And, it was a struggle tonight. There'll be I'm not going to say too much about any certain area. We'll go back and look at film, but, I feel like I need to do a little bit better. It was a tough sideline tonight.
Coach, I hate to ask such a generalized question like this, but these close games like this, what can your kids take away from being in close competitive games like this?
Well, what they should take away is the experience and think about what the feeling was like, what was the adrenaline like, how did everything speed up and all that stuff. What they're probably going to think about, was everybody's going to tell them, is you should have done this and you should have done that. That's probably what they're going to hear. But what they need to think about is, hey, I just went through an experience of a close game. I'm a sophomore. I'm a younger player. And now when I get back in these situations in the next couple of years or the next week, I'm going to be able to build from it. That's really essentially, and I don't think that's very much fun for everybody to talk about. But every experience we get into like this is another notch in the belt. And what I mean by that is we can go back, hey, we haven't been here yet. Now we have. Here's how we move from there. But the only way for our group to get better right now, and that is to play games. And as we come out of practice and experience those game time situations so we can build on.
Well, a tough loss here tonight. I know you're not already looking forward to next week. You do have homecoming coming up next week. Crowds have been really great here, and support has been really good for the football team. Hopefully, and it seems like your kids are, it's putting it together, and you're real close to.
It's coming together. Yeah. Guys, listen, I moved my family back here for a reason. I could talk about all the people in the stands. We got some such strategic guys. Families helping us on Thursdays for team meals and people pitching in and doing things. Now, it's not the crowd. It's not the crowd and the support we're receiving right now. We just have to earn our keep with hard practices, and we just have to do a better job throughout the week to be better prepared. So, like I said, it's all this stuff is great. Homecoming will be great and everything, but we got to put the best product on the field. And tonight, unfortunately, we were a little bit short.
Well, Coach, I know it's tough to come up after a loss like this, but I do appreciate you giving us the time, and we enjoy following you along this season. Wish you best of luck next week, and we'll talk to you then, okay?
All right, thanks, guys.
Osage falling short here tonight against California. Final score 17-14 in this one as Osage gets set for homecoming next week against the Hallsville Indians, the final home game of the season before winding down 3 on the road here. Steve, anything else you want to add?
Oh, I can't wait for next week. It's hard to believe it's the last home contest of the season. Homecoming's going to be a blast. And, I appreciate what Coach had to say about just, hey, let's take the positive out of this. We've gained experience, so the next time we're here, we're going to be better.
Yeah, a tough loss like this, it's hard to glean anything from, but Coach had the right idea where these are situations that help build character and help build teams, and hopefully they come out stronger on the other end from it. I'm excited to see them come out next week and compete against a pretty decent Hallsville team that's going head-to-head with Eldon tonight. But for tonight, Osage falls short 17-14. For Justin Wassel back in the studio and Steve Adams, I am Craig Allen, and for everyone involved with the Mo Sports Zone broadcast, we want to thank you for watching and listening along tonight. This has been a presentation of Cool 102.7 Sports.
What a game. It's